version
You're
can include.
right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop
Yeah,
right there. He put psychological pressure on these girls to make them think that they had to do these free calls, right or wrong. Now I'm gonna go around the
I
room and
think you're
ask this
right.
question to our jury.
That's why I wanted to bring it up. I agree, man.
Roman,
I
let
think
me ask
that's.
you: do you think that Diddy used that form of coercion to get them to do these free calls? Yes or no? Just a yes or no. Roman.
She's muted.
All right. Let's go with TJ.
Yeah,
All right. So what? So all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
Did she feel
Okay, you
psychologically
say
pressured
yes.
at any
Okay,
point? Yeah.
Johnny, you say yes.
no, I don't say yes. I'm sorry. I don't.
You don't say it. So even though given the evidence, you don't feel like that she was psychologically pressured into doing this shit by telling
No,
No,
her that.
because all right. So if we're talking about evidence, right? I understand the evidence that you just made privy to the room. I get that. But there's also evidence that I've discovered based on just following the case, right? And there's plenty of times on their own that they wanted to do freak offs when this nigga wasn't even mentioning or talking about freak offs. Like
Okay,
there's
but
literally
did they
text message.
say?
Hold on,
Hold
there's
on,
text
hold on.
messages and
Okay,
documents in court of Cassie saying, "I want to freak off so bad right now. When can
uh,
we set something up?"
let me get this off right quick before I leave my mind. Let me tell you something right now, gang. I'm gonna tell you where you wrong at about this shit. So they asked her why she did that. You know what she said? She said she felt like that was the only time that the nigga would actually be around her and act like he actually loved her.
that got
That was
nothing
the
to do
only
with
time
him.
That's
that he
not
showed
That proves
coercion, bro.
that
It's
proves that
not.
it's
that
a
he
Hey,
choice.
Bama.
That
psychologically felt
proves
That
like
is
that
that was
a
it's
the only way
choice,
that he could
bro.
deal
Yeah.
with her.
Hey,
If she
Bama.
wants love, that's
When
on
when you're
her.
when you're done
But
That is
ISO on me, so I can
crazy.
read what AI says.
go for it.
That is a choice. Not only that, this is not even an underage woman. These are
Gang,
grown
gang,
women, bro.
you're right, but it's psychological pressure. He's telling these girls, if you want to be with
All
me,
right.
you gotta
So all
freak
right.
out.
So okay,
Psychological
but
pressure he's putting on their heads
I
instead of just telling them you
understand
don't have
that,
to
but
be
I
there no more.
also are okay. But one can also argue that if you're also mentioning freak offs to this nigga that you claim you don't want to do, someone could say that's you playing with someone psychologically as well.
So why did you? And the text message, Cassie explicitly says, she says down to her core, she says this right here. She says, it seems like the only thing you want me for is free calls. The nigga totally disregarded her fucking message, went to a whole new subject.
you out of disregarded it too. So don't say nothing
What the
stupid
fuck?
like that.
Exactly, bro. It's like, bro.
That's what she felt
Listen,
like at that time. That's
listen.
saying that she had psychological pressure on her to feel like
All
the
right, all
only
right, all
way
right,
this nigga's gonna be with me
all
is
right.
if we do
So
free
okay,
calls.
so is being psycho? Let me ask you: is being psychological a one-way street?
Well,
No, no, no,
what's
no, no, no. What's the will in
no?
that?
I'm just asking what's the part that Cassie did? Because honestly, I feel like I
It's
haven't heard enough
I
of what
I
Cassie
said
did.
I said if you hit someone up unprovoked and say I want to freak off so bad and I want to do these things, even though you claim afterwards in court or to other people that you don't want to do, you are still playing a psychological game with that person as well. No, no. She felt like that. She mentioned that. Hold on, hold on. I'm not. What I'm
let
saying
me
is,
finish.
yeah, she did mention that, right? And she said she only felt like that. Well, I'm saying there's other text messages and other evidence from her to say that maybe she didn't feel like that, or she was indifferent, or that was something she said at one time. But there's times that she said she did want to freak off. There's times that she said she did want to have hotel nights. That's a fact.
Nigga,
What? Why? So why is the all right? But all I'm saying is based on her, even what she said is contradictory of what
so
she
so so
says.
even
Like,
if we don't hit on even if we don't hit on that, the rest of the definition says a form of blackmail, right? Was he not showing her the sex tapes that they were having, saying I'll release these motherfuckers? Okay, that's a form of coercion, right? You know it's a form. You know it's a form of coercion, right?
It's a
Okay, so
form of manipulation
telling
as
her,
well when
telling
she
her,
says that she chose to ask him about those hotel nights. because she felt that was the only way that she could keep him. So that
He
you're
didn't
What
even
does that
manipulating
confirm
speak
that.
him.
of?
This is just what she
What does
felt.
that
She
speak
didn't
to the
even
black
ask
man?
him, and he said, "Yeah, that's the only thing I want to do with you." She literally just said, "This is how I
So in
felt."
the she
Right.
asked him
And
in the
feelings
Feelings
aren't
messages.
has nothing to
facts.
do
In
with
this
court,
case, she
bro. That's not a
confirmed.
fact,
Feelings will
bro.
never be facts.
It's in the
Feelings are
text
not
messages,
facts, bro.
nigga.
Thank you, and that's all I'm
Exactly.
saying. And all I'm saying is she's done the same things that
She
he
would
has
be
done.
guilty.
She
So you're
literally
saying
just got a state
you're
deal.
doing
That's it,
calculation. You're
And she
saying that she's
blackmailed
not
him for that
guilty.
30.
That's what you're saying.
bro.
You're
And
both
nobody talks
guilty.
about that. Niggas act like that's not even a form of blackmail,
Nigga,
bro.
it's the American court. It's the American court system, nigga. It's the
Yeah, so
American
the
court system,
lawyer
nigga.
did say that. The lawyer said that in the closing argument. She got 20 million from Diddy and she got 10 million from the
From the
hotel.
hotel.
She's the only person that won in this situation. Everybody else lost.
Yeah, she blackmailed the shit out of that man for that 30
What do
or
you mean
20
that
or whatever.
nigga? You can't say
She
just because
literally
somebody
told
got did.
she literally told his
You are
lawyer,
literally
All right,
she
bro,
literally
bro.
told his
Before
She
lawyer,
we
wrote a
move
I'm
book.
on,
gonna
can
put
we
out our
acknowledge
business
that
in a
Cassie has
book.
committed crimes as well, bro?
She wrote a book. Listen, Bama, she wrote a book. And by the way, you muted everybody. You muted everybody. But
okay.
she wrote a book and then she sent the book to him and said, if you don't send me this money, I'm gonna release it. That's black.
Now, can I ask her, is that
She
not
said that
blackmail?
he could buy the book. The nigga didn't want to buy the book. Okay, cool. I'm gonna sue you now. That's what I want to do. I want to sue you.
That's not
And she has
blackmail. That's
every
not a
right to
form
sue.
of blackmail.
Nigga, you can't sit here and cry about the American justice system when you want to, nigga. You can't please it 1 minute and then turn around and backhand it and be like, no, I don't fuck with it this minute. No, nigga, the American justice system is saying she is entitled to money. That was what she was entitled to.
She
He
was
felt like he
excited.
did some type of wrong. He settled the case within
That is it.
24 hours before the facts even came out. We never heard about the facts until the case, nigga.
Yeah, because that's what the FBI and the government built their case on was Cassie's settlement,
Exactly. So
and
apparently,
and that is
they got
weird
a
in
grand.
itself.
If
That
they got a grand jury subpoena, no, nigga. If they got a grand
starting
jury
a
indictment
federal
to say,
case based on a civil suit is weird in itself, bro.
Did you
That is
hear the
not normal.
lawyers?
nigga,
Did you
hold
hear
on,
the
my nigga, hold on,
lawyers
my
say
nigga, hold on,
that
my
this
nigga, hold on,
shouldn't
my
even
nigga.
be a fair case? They said this should be a state case. They said this shouldn't
Bruh,
even be a fair case. But they said that
that's
they
why
have
they had to drop so much stuff that for the people to
All right, man. So
no,
Harvey Weinstein's case is
when I'm
Harvey
saying drop, I
Weinstein's
mean
case
the
is
judge literally said, "Do not to the jury, do not deliberate on these things. Do
so
not
you're saying that
deliberate on
Abercrombie and Fitch,
arson because we cannot
you're
prove
saying
that
that
he did it."
Abercrombie, you're saying that the Abercrombie and Fitch niggas deserve to walk free. That's what you're telling me right now. That's what you're saying. The Abercrombie and Fitch niggas deserve to walk free.
I mean,
Because
he
I'm
did
gonna say
what?
you can say the
That's
same thing
not
about them.
walking.
They could have walked away
That's
from the
not
cell
walking
phone. They could have
free.
He
walked
got
away
bail,
That's,
from
so
the
that's not
job.
a good example to use because that
it's,
nigga got bail. Because if you're saying that they did the same thing, two things, then at the
Nigga,
very least, Diddy
nigga,
should have got bail.
nigga, nigga. You couldn't name niggas before that. That was the point. Diddy has been a public figure for I don't know how long. He has
Bro,
legal followers and
hold on,
literally
bro, hold on. This shit is
what is word for it. And then
when
go
you're
to
based.
Abercrombie and Fitch
Hold
court and
on,
then
bro.
go.
When a judge is giving a nigga bail, it's not based on who knows who. It's based on if you're a flight risk and if you have access to funds to lead a
And
country.
witness, no, and witness
It's
tampering
not
as
about a
well.
celebrity off, bro. What do
Witness
niggas be
tap,
talking about, bro?
nigga. The reason why Diddy didn't get bail is because he contacted witnesses for no, they gave nigga. It wasn't about him being a flight risk. He called somebody 40 something fucking times that he knew was going to be a witness. Hold on, my nigga. Y'all finna get me teed up and turned in here.
y'all realize that they want to spend 5 minutes on
All
every
right, nigga.
subject
All
except
right,
Diddy.
I'm on your ass now. Let me tell you something right now. The nigga said firsthand, first fucking hand, when we look at this fucking case, this nigga said out his own fucking mouth firsthand that he called the witnesses over 40 fucking times. That's why the dumbass nigga ain't get bail. The Abercrombie and Fitch niggas ain't called nobody. That's why they
Nah,
got a
they
fucking
wasn't trying to
bail.
give him
That's
bail
not.
way before that, bro.
That's not what he said.
That exactly the reason at the bail case they argued that because of the RICO and the charges against him, it is not safe for him to be out into the public. Oh, facts.
Nigga, he was using
Even
Bad Boy funds to fund
even a
this shit.
thousand,
He was
even
using
a
the money from
thousand.
Bad Boy, Revolt, and Ciroc to throw
Honestly,
these extravagant fucking parties to do this shit, nigga. He was using those funds to hold these freak offs, nigga. That don't need to be your employee then, nigga. You might as well just keep her off of that payroll and put her on my wife payroll. I ain't gonna lie, Robbie done had his hand up for a minute. Robbie, get your shit off, gang. These niggas got me stuttering.
All right. Well,
You was gonna do that anyway.
I'm gonna piss off everybody anyway. So, anyways, I waited to do this because I was want to do this after the closing arguments, which well, not the closing arguments, but after the cases were settled, both sides. We still got to hear the closing arguments on the defendant's side, so there's that. But even then, that's not going to really change much in terms of the conclusion. But I did have AI review the entire trial, the case, and come up with a reasoning of what it believes he is or is not guilty of. So I just want to quick read that off. And this isn't what he will get. So you still got human beings reviewing it. So it says racketeering conspiracy, RICO, not guilty with reservation. The prosecution has a strong evidence of individual predicate acts, but proving cohesive criminal enterprise is less certain due to lack of charged co-conspirators and inconsistencies of witness testimony. The drop predicate acts and absence of victim 3 weaken the case, and the victim's argument that Combs concealed activities from staff introduces reasonable doubt. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion. Count 1, Cassie Ventura, guilty. The 2016 hotel video, Ventura's detailed case testimony and supported evidence strongly suggests at least one instance of coercion into a freak off. The defense's consent argument is undermined by video's clear depiction of violence. Count 2, Jane Doe, guilty, but it's less certain. Jane's testimony about the June 2024 incident is compelling, but her positive text and the defense's framing of the consensual relationship may create reasonable doubt for some jurors. Transportation to engage in prostitution, both counts, guilty. The evidence of payments and interstate travel for escorts is robust, and the explicit nature
told you niggas you doing at least 10, 15.
Bama, ISO.
Go ahead.
And the explicit nature of the freak off aligns with prostitution under federal law. The defense's argument that the encounters were consensual doesn't negate the transportation element, though the limited escort testimony may raise minor doubt. Basically, if he did get convicted on these counts, the mandatory minimum would be 15 years.
Let me tell you what all.
So I was right. Diddy was gonna do 10 to 15.
Listen,
Nah.
let me tell you why everything you said just means nothing. Because AI can't tell you about how people feel. It only takes one person to be a hung jury.
TJ,
Mm.
I started off with, this isn't set in stone. We are still dealing with human beings. I said that before I even started reading.
Yeah,
he prefaced it with that.
Nigga, mandatory minimum is 15. Stop the bullshit. You not getting filing, nigga.
Yeah,
they offered him 5, so I wouldn't say 5 is that crazy.
We offered you 5, you ain't want 5, nigga. We not giving you the 5 no more. You is not blood gang no more.
But they still gotta prove all that. They left all that up to the jury.
10 to 15. Yeah, you could probably be.
Diddy coming home.
If he gets found guilty, my nigga, on any fucking thing, this nigga's doing a mandatory 15. I'm telling you right now.
Wait, that's this or that? Even
Bro,
this or that
no,
changed.
no.
Hold on. This or that changed his. He was saying the other day Diddy was going. Now today he's saying he's coming home. What changed?
They just did close an argument.
There's only one thing on there they could charge him with, and that's prostitution.
Prostitution. That's the only thing that doesn't stick. And even if you hit niggas with that, niggas is gonna be looking at them in a murky light because that's happening on a day-to-day basis.
On a day. Do you hear me?
And you're not charging everybody, and you're not.
Nigga, everybody fucking speeds, but guess what? Some niggas get caught, some niggas go to jail, and some niggas don't get nothing. They get to go home.
No, what's gonna happen is if they convict him on that prostitution, charge, niggas are gonna go to bat for that nigga. Literally, not even just for
Yeah.
that nigga, just for the fact
That's
that they
cool.
don't.
They can go to
Hold
bat
on,
for
let
that
me
nigga,
say,
but
let
he
me
got 10 to
finish. Let me
15. I don't give
finish,
a fuck.
Bama.
I
Let me
like the
finish,
initiative.
Let him
Bama.
land. Let him land.
Bama, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Just for the, it is not even going to be for Diddy. It's going to be for the simple fact of like somebody just said, everybody is fucking flying bitches out. Like that's how we got the fucking word flued out.
Okay,
Like
and we'll get to them niggas.
so,
What you talking about? You
you
acting
get
No,
like
what
this
I'm
we
shit
saying?
done
They
no,
and
we
at the
paying.
last
wouldn't
They
get to
Rico
them
case
niggas.
of this shit
Bama.
that
All
we'll
right,
ever
y'all got
see.
it.
No, it's a couple more of you niggas we coming for. It's okay.
Okey-dokey.
No, bro. That's like, bro, if you hit that nigga with prostitution, that's like hitting that nigga with tax evasion, bro. You look crazy, bro.
I'm
Hit
not
that
gonna
nigga
lie
with
to
After
you,
you,
gang.
prostitution
I'm gonna keep it
features
a whole
back.
bean.
after you pulled up a
And
whole
I'm
I'm
gonna do
a,
the
defense case
I'm gonna
campaign for
keep it a
and
whole
future.
a
bean.
RICO and you came out with a
I'm a,
prostitution charge, that looks crazy,
I'm a,
bro. As a federal
I'm
government,
gonna just keep it a whole bean though.
Especially
I
that,
already
like
get pussy
you
as a
came with a
non-celebrity.
whole
I don't see
Rico.
how it's not that hard to
No,
get pussy
listen, you know
as a
they don't want to
celebrity.
be
It's
bro,
not that
it
hard
embarrassed.
not
looks
to force
crazy
a
to
force
have a
somebody
whole
They
to give you
RICO
some
for a
they
pussy. I'm
don't
just
want to
saying.
be
prostitution charge.
embarrassed because they don't. First of all, they tried to charge him with RICO, racketeering, all types of shit. Now you got a prostitution charge. That case
Do
looks
you hear?
crazy.
Yes,
Like
Do
a
that
you
case
hear
looks
that?
prostitution
crazy.
charge,
I'm
a
sorry.
prostitution
Hey,
charge
Bama,
You
that's
can
so
say it look
common.
crazy, but is the nigga guilty or not? What the fuck are we
Bama,
talking
Bro,
about?
I get that, but all we're saying is he can still be guilty of it, but it's not enforced like that, bro. What the fuck?
Bama.
And it's
It
gonna be a
ain't gotta
trickle
be
Bro,
effect.
what,
enforced like
bro?
that, my
But
nigga. They
because
And what
enforced
we're
it this
saying,
fucking
Bama,
yeah,
it's
but
month.
you're
gonna
not
be
taking in
Bama.
what
What
niggas
it's gonna
saying. It's not
be?
even about if niggas guilty or not.
Yeah,
Niggas
it's
just
gonna be.
said he's gonna get hit with a prostitution charge. Okay, but we all said this starting from a RICO, it looks crazy to just come out with just a prostitution charge, my nigga. What
Right,
the fuck?
and
Oh, that's what
Y'all,
you're saying.
right,
Okay.
and also, it's gonna cause a trickle effect on the industry because niggas is
Hey,
definitely
Bama.
gonna have to chill
but
out on that flying bitch
wait,
Yeah.
wild
it's
So
shit.
not
start.
just about the girls. He had male
Girls,
prostitutes.
guys, regardless.
So
He
I'm
had
saying in
so
male
let's start
general.
having.
prostitutes
So it
in
sounds
the
like niggas need to
building.
start moving a whole lot different.
Yeah,
That's what it sounds
no,
like to
that
me.
flew
Y'all
out.
making it seem like y'all encouraging this type of
No,
behavior is what it
listen,
sounds like to me.
Bama,
I'm not
Bama,
No, we
encouraging
just
the
saying it looks
behavior.
crazy, my
Bama.
I don't
nigga.
Hold on,
care.
y'all.
Nobody
Hold on,
gonna
y'all.
do
Hold on,
that.
y'all.
Hey,
Hold on,
I just
Sorry.
show.
everybody. Hold
I
Like,
want
am
on.
to
I
ask your
tripping
son
though, Robbie?
everything
Like,
Bama
Robbie,
banned.
you the
Bama,
most like,
Hey,
am I tripping,
Bama,
gang?
You not.
Bama.
Like,
We're not
like what
saying
the
that.
fuck is we talking
All
about
we're
here?
saying is flued out culture is about to be dead.
It needs to be. What's the point, nigga?
No,
Get you
that
a bitch that like you for you, gang. What the fuck is that hard, my
That
nigga?
don't
Like,
mean
I'm
not
that
sorry. Like,
don't
I
mean
don't
like you
get it.
for like you. Like
Hold on, let me get my shit off real quick. Let me get my shit off. I'm not
your
even gonna
favorite
lie.
You fail to
I
rapper.
don't
realize
get
your
what's
favorite
so
the
hard
artist
thing
might
about
be
is.
in that
finding a bitch
situation,
that
Bama.
actually likes
Yo,
you and respects
But
mute
you for
but you
everybody
know
you,
up.
what's
gang.
We
I
crazy
don't
cannot
is
get
y'all
what's
hear.
so
always
hard
talk
about
about
that.
something
Hello,
from
we
one
can't
lens.
hear.
Is there
hold up, hold up. We
Hello?
talking
What
on
happened?
we talking on top of each other. I need to reset
Oh,
the
you hit
room.
that bit? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm saying this
Can we
right
try
here,
not to
gang.
talk over each other?
At,
And Bama, stop yelling over people and let
I got
people
you.
talk.
I got you. I'm just saying, it
Right,
sounds like
Bama. You
y'all are
gotta
condoning this
remember.
type of behavior and basically saying, oh, now the industry's got to change. Like, that shit is okay for it not to. Like, don't you think it should change? Don't you think things should be a little
Hey,
bit different?
listen, you
Do
saying
you think
that?
it is that hard for niggas to find a bitch that actually like them? Like, that's some
You
weird shit to
saying
me.
that and you don't hold
bro?
your favorite artist
Bro,
accountable. So
here's
it's like
my
you
Bama.
saying
What I'm
that,
saying,
but
what hold on. What I'm saying is there's two lenses. Y'all always are talking about things from one lens. All I'm saying is male or female, because women fly niggas out too. For a sense. Newsflash,
So
nigga.
they deserve to go to
I
jail
want y'all
too. You
niggas to
got
know
damn
that.
right. You got damn right. They deserve to go to jail
All
too.
right, so all I'm saying is male or female, it doesn't matter who it is. All I'm saying, that looks crazy to come out with that charge starting from a RICO when prostitution, we all know, is not enforced at seriously at
right,
all
I
on any
agree.
level.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's
And
okay. I'm not saying the nigga is innocent. I'm just saying it looks crazy for a federal government to charge this nigga with RICO and racketeering and then be like, nah, I know we did all that for bail and all that, but we only gonna hit
By
you
the
with
way,
the prostitution and maybe we could catch you in some tax evasion. Like, my nigga, that's
hey,
crazy.
they did. I ain't gonna lie. You can't get mad at niggas for doing their job. It look
by the
weird,
way,
but niggas did their job. I ain't
by
gonna
the
cap.
way, Bama. By the way,
Nah, but enforce it all the way. Don't just pick
hey
and choose.
Bama,
That's all I'm saying.
Bama. By the way, Trump already said that if he don't feel it's fair, that he's gonna pardon him.
Everywhere, online, in real life, outside, everywhere.
And they deserve to go to jail. You right. They breaking the law. They deserve to go to jail. You goddamn right.
Bama, did you hear what I just said?
We do not be saying people need to
What?
go to jail when they fly big people
Listen,
out for sex, bro. We do
Trump
not say that
already said
on an
that if he
overall
don't
basis. We
feel,
don't say that.
listen though,
I'm gonna
Trump
tell you
already
something right
said
now.
that if
I'm gonna
he
be so
feel that
real
the
with you.
charges is not fair, he's gonna pardon Diddy. So
That's
that
fine.
ain't
That's
no
cool.
nothing.
We'll cross that river when we get there, TJ. But I'm gonna speak to what this nigga just said. Nigga, at the end of the day, at the end of the goddamn day, when we look at this shit, you can look at it however the fuck you want to look at it. The nigga found guilty, the nigga found guilty. If the nigga not found guilty, the nigga not found guilty. But at the end of the day, we gotta agree to disagree, nigga. And I'm gonna get my last little shit off too. You not gonna sit here and tell me that nigga not finna go to jail. He damn sure finna catch these strays. He finna go sit his ass
I
down.
think it's murky. I think it could go either way, bro. I'm not
It
putting
could,
my
it
hat
could,
on
it
one
could,
side
it
of the
could, it
fence.
could,
I
it
really
could.
feel like this case could go either way,
So
bro.
let me
But
ask
I
you.
feel like the industry needs to change. I'm gonna tell you something right now. When you hear a nigga talk about, oh, I fly girls out, I do this, that, and the third, you look at him as a weak ass nigga. Because at the end of the day, if the bitch really likes you, she'll come see
So
you
it's
on her
future
own
week.
dime. I ain't even gonna
So
cap
it's
to you.
future week.
And I'm not being no fly out culture hater. Because do what you do,
So
but you
it's
won't catch
future
me.
week.
Hey,
It's future week ass nigga. Listen, I'm talking to Bama.
we gonna catch them niggas when we get there, nigga. We trying to get to the head of the operation. We trying to get to the freak off originator, nigga.
I think he's gonna get sex trafficking.
I could swear they said he copied off his mentor.
That's cool.
I'm
That's
just gonna
cool.
let
He
y'all
ain't
know
the
now.
head snake, but he one of the biggest dealers. So guess what? We gonna catch him first.
Oh, and not to mention,
Do you want me to tell you the head of the
not
snake on a recorded line?
not to
No,
mention,
don't you say a motherfucking
and
word. Don't
listen,
you talk about that, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
and listen, not to mention, not none kids is involved in this. Not none.
Not one. Hey, hold on. After they
Everybody,
said kids was involved. After they said kids was involved, now it's my
No, no,
bad
no, no,
about
no.
that.
They never said the kids were involved. They
No, the
said
government
they
definitely
that
did.
said he was messing with minors
They
as
Little
well,
definitely
Rod,
did.
possibly.
Lil Rod's civil suit said that.
Nope,
I'm going to tell you right now,
the
however
government
you
said that
want to
shit too.
feel is however you want to feel. That Cassie video is going to be conviction
What
of
is
one of
he
his
talking
charges,
about?
and that charge is going to be 15 years.
Wait
Robbie,
a
I know you
minute.
don't
He said
smoke, but
they
I'm
didn't
finna
say
send
a
you
little
some
rat.
gas. That way you can roll up with me when this Diddy trial come down and the verdict is guilty. We gonna smoke on that
Listen,
nigga.
That one charge minus the RICO, that don't even got to be the RICO. You can still get not.
wait a minute though.
You don't
He
even got
just said,
even
he
without the
just said
RICO.
Lil Rod
That
said
one
that.
verdict will give him 15 years.
But listen though, he just said that they didn't say that. Lil Rod said that. Lil Rod lost it. It's the reason. But listen though, Lil Rod was the reason they got the search warrant to search his house.
And they're not even using any of Lil Rod in this whole case. It's insane, bro.
They didn't use KK. Did they use KK at all? I think they
No,
didn't.
they
Right?
didn't. No, they
Nah,
didn't.
they ain't
That's
use
the part
KK.
that blew my. Now
But I
that's the
don't
part
even
that blew
think
my
KK was
mind.
gonna participate, bro.
You could
Yeah,
have subpoenaed
KK,
her. You could have
they
subpoenaed
saying
her.
they saying like KK, they trying to say she was like the right hand woman like behind Cassie. They saying like Diddy
There,
was the hand.
so,
They
there
say
was a
Diddy and
there was a
Cassie was that. They trying to say that
They didn't when
Diddy
they
and Cassie
prosecuted
was the head and
Jeffrey
KK was
Epstein. They
like under them.
no.
didn't
I
prosecute Ghislaine. Hold on though. When they prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein, they
He said Jeffrey Epstein went to the Matrix. All right, we know what time it is.
prosecuted.
So I believe they didn't bring in KK because I believe the theory that he had ended up getting legally married to KK, so she didn't have to testify. Otherwise, it makes sense to subpoena her because even if you catch her lying stands a criminal offense.
No, I think she wasn't willing to participate. That's
You
my
don't
thinking. I
have
know
to
they
be
could have
willing.
subpoenaed her, but they didn't. So she was never going to participate on her own free will.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
you
but
don't
that's what I'm
they
saying. The
have
told y'all
to.
subpoena
all
never
she was
went out
gonna
for Christina
all
Karam. So
she was
what's
gonna
the point?
do is invoke the fifth. She was gonna invoke the fifth. She wasn't
But
gonna talk.
TJ,
Yeah, we know that if
They
they
was
TJ,
gonna
sending you
waste their
something out to
time.
court, you gotta
you
come.
still,
We know that, but she
TJ,
ain't. They ain't never
you have
do
to
it. So
understand
It
what's the
would have
that
been a
reason?
waste of time.
if she invokes the fifth on the stand, which she does have the right to do, you're still dealing with human beings. If you have the one person involved that supposedly was there for all this shit, and you sit there and plead the fifth to every question that you asked, guess what? All them human beings on the jury gonna think, oh, he did that shit.
Yeah.
Not.
He did that
I
shit.
mean, if they
You
the
still
type of
deal with
juries
human
that are
beings.
like
They are
intellectually
human beings.
lazy,
If y'all want me to be real, I feel like victim number 3 or Jane Doe
there
number
was.
3 was supposed to be hurt, and she dipped, and they couldn't get in contact with her.
Nah, I don't think it was ever Christina Karam was ever
What?
involved. I think it was that. I
Okay,
think it was
all right.
Cassie, and I think it was
That don't,
Daphne Joy, and
that
even
don't really
Daphne
make
Joy
sense.
was a stretch.
It was, but they had 2 other witnesses that didn't show up.
You know what I think's gonna fuck him too, right? B besides that video, I think it's the human element is gonna be it's anytime it's like a gray area. I think the jury's gonna end up leaning towards screwing Diddy over, or not screwing him over because it's whatever. If it's in the gray area, it's in the gray area. But I think because he's such a fucking evil bastard, anytime there is that gray area, I imagine them going guilty, honestly, because like he just comes across as such a fucking monster when you read some of the transcripts. Like when Ak was reading them, it's like this dude's a fucking sociopath. So I can't imagine the jury being like lenient with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did y'all watch what Judge Mathis said on the Black interview?
I don't want to hear shit Judge Mathis crackhead ass gotta say, bro.
What do you say
No,
though?
thank you.
I'll tell you what Judge Judy was saying.
Oh shit.
What Judge Judy gotta say?
15 years. Get your ass out of here.
Nigga, you still stuck on 15 years. Diddy is not getting no 15 years.
I was reading. When I said the 15. I
Bro, I
wasn't.
say
I
5
was
as
Oh,
long
reading
by
as
the
over
they
the
get
way,
some of that
mandatory
time
minimum.
hey,
served.
y'all. Rap Reddit got his hand up. I don't know why he
Oh
just
no,
talking.
no, my bad. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Uh,
I got my shit off.
hey, y'all realize
Nah, the reason I
y'all
wrote
realize
a bam on not 5 is he didn't accept 5. So if you took us to trial, you are not going to use the court's time
yeah,
and
they
get the
not gonna
same
hear.
time
Yeah,
that you
but here's the
declined.
thing: when you
For
take
shit
it
went
to
worse, they
trial, they
probably
also got
expected,
to
right?
prove those things, though. When you
Yeah.
take it to trial, they also got to prove that, and I don't think they did a good
Exactly.
job of proving that.
What do you think they?
Nah, they off your
Nah, they
5,
offered him 5, and he ain't take it.
and he ain't take it.
You can't and no trial ever has someone been convicted and got the same time that they
Bro, that's fucking.
declined.
That's such a Diddy move.
How, nigga? If you take it to
That sounds
trial, they up
pretty
the
normal.
fucking numbers, nigga. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? That's standard
Yeah,
practice
they
shit.
they do up the numbers, but you still gotta find them guilty based on the jury, though. You
That's
still
fine,
leave it
nigga.
up
That's
to
every
chance.
case. Every case has to be found guilty. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, they try to punish you. They don't want anyone to take it
Nigga,
too far.
they give you a deal. Hey, we know you're not the head of this, but we want the guy who is. If you give us the guy who's the head of this, we'll give you 5 years. They do shit like that. They do those type of
Yeah,
deals.
they do. But they still
That's what
got to
happened to all
go
his
in and
assistants.
prove what they're trying to say. So what I'm saying, based on the case going forward and them trying to prove what they said they can prove based on the RICO, I don't see anything more.
Diddy said, "Take this shit to
I don't
another
see any. I
fucking
don't see
trial."
anything crazy. I don't see how.
Listen, it's not about
Bro,
what it's binary. He's either guilty of something or he's not guilty of anything, right?
It's not gonna
If
be that cut and dry, bro.
if he is guilty
bro.
of any of these charges, it does not matter of, oh well, he
All right,
might be
so if
guilty
he
still, or he might not be
All right,
guilty of it,
so
but
if
we don't
he's
get
guilty,
kind of the
right?
guilty.
All right,
Like
so
it don't work
if
that
he's
way. It's
guilty
either
based on the
guilty or
RICO
not.
shit that they're saying,
And
right?
if he's guilty, they are going to give him more than 5 years. I
All
promise
right.
you. I
So
think
talk about
even
Brian?
all
TJ would
right,
agree
so
with
that's
that.
internet
Can
misinformation
we talk about Brian Steele?
because
Brian Steele talk?
thank you.
Yeah.
And they have to prove those crimes in the court.
But
So he got to get convicted of it, and then,
It's
bruh,
I
like,
and
just
then,
told you guys it's
and that's some
mandatory
crazy
minimum. The
shit, nigga. There's
capital
something
charge
called
is
mandatory
mandatory
bruh,
minimums,
minimum
which
of
we are
15 years.
obligated to give you this. If you're
bro,
found guilty, you
y'all
getting at
sound
least
crazy. Y'all
this,
sound like
nigga.
prosecutors do sentencing. Judges do sentencing, not
I'm
prosecutors.
reading off federal fucking
Nigga,
language.
what the fuck?
No, yeah, feds have
Bro,
Yo, y'all need to
hold on,
respect
hold on. Let me
Brian
talk to y'all
Steele,
real
bro.
quick. Let me tell
Y'all
y'all
gotta
some real life
respect
shit
Brian
real quick.
Steele.
Is
That nigga
Brian
got
still
the
going?
Avengers
You guys think Brian Steele's
defending
gonna?
him.
Hey, I do agree with Act on that. Is if Brian Steele couldn't get him off, it was never going to happen.
X.
He's straight,
All right.
yo.
All right, so based on Young Thug case, like Brian Steele's a new Johnny Cochran and niggas, like he did a good job, but I'm not gonna make him the new
He's
age
not the
Johnny
only
Cochran.
one though. The
No,
fact that
I agree.
Brian Steele might not even be the best
Like he
lawyer on
did a
his
great
team.
job on Young
So
Thug case, but he's not the
if
new age Johnny
if
Yo,
Cochran.
Brian
Young,
Steele
Young
is
Thug's put
the
himself in a lot
Pippin,
of shitty
man, you
situations
got a
too,
dream
doesn't it?
team on your hands, man.
That wasn't the first time
Steele
with
is
Thug.
your second or third best lawyer. That's all. That's what we need to hear.
No, he was their first. He just had a late show
No,
up.
he's just the most well
No,
known. I don't
that's
think
not
he's the
true.
best.
He's the second or third. Alex Shapiro's the lead.
just want to see Brian Steele go defend Dirk.
I heard
That's
that
all I want to
Agnafilo
see.
guy's a fucking joke.
Yeah, they didn't have a strong RICO case at the very least.
I don't know. I
That
heard a
that
smart
was never
lawyer talk
there.
about it. He said Agnafilo is like a shitty lawyer.
I think that shit. Honestly, I don't think they care about getting him convicted. I think this was like a public spanking. Like, yeah, nigga, you want a piece of Diageo, nigga?
Facts. That might be true,
This
honestly.
is just a public spanking,
You
bruh.
can say that, but if the nigga found guilty, it wasn't no public spanking, nigga. You did that shit, you
Well,
deserve to go to
they're
jail.
gonna be happy to get whatever
Did
they
what
can,
shit?
but
What did if he
they
did
don't
what?
care.
If he did what the federal government is accusing him of
Which is
doing,
what? Satan a sentence.
sex trafficking, prostitution,
Bro,
transportation
he's
for sex.
clearly not
Like, do
sex
you want me to see it?
trafficking,
Like,
bro.
why are we playing these little mind games? Like, we
It's
don't know
not
what
no
the charges
mind
are. We
games.
just
I
said the
didn't see no
charges like
sex
5 times,
trafficking
bro.
in the case. If there was sex trafficking, they didn't do a good job of showcasing that.
Who's saying that?
What about the transportation for sex? That's 15 years minimum
What?
right there. What about the transporting of
You
sex?
gotta
Did he
define sex
transport?
Transporting the
trafficking.
sex.
Did he
Define
transport
sex
anybody
Who are you
for the
trafficking.
talking
sole
about with
purpose of
Cassie?
sex?
Define sex trafficking.
Who? Where do you see the sex trafficking at? That nigga's just a big gay freak. He's guilty of being a big gay freak, bro.
We just went through a whole entire spiel about what coercion is. Coercion is blackmail. Coercion is psychological pressure, amongst other things. He did that. That is sex trafficking.
Owing a debt.
Can I ask you a question, Bama?
This nigga sound like
Emma,
a
can I ask you a
nigga that
question?
was in law school and failed the bar, and he's
Go ahead.
gonna show his stuff.
How all the lawyers that speaking on the case ain't saying what you saying though?
You said what?
How? You know,
You said what?
Prosecutor is.
How the lawyers that speaking on the case, the lawyers that passed the bar, is not saying what you saying.
Nigga, who?
You must not been paying attention.
Who you talk? What lawyers are you talking about, gang? Like, let me know what lawyer you speaking on.
There's been a lot of people talking about it all
Of the
day.
prosecution.
Like who?
There's
Give me some
been
names. Give me
lawyers,
some reputable lawyers.
Nigga,
What
I
did
don't know
Drew
they
Finland
goddamn
say?
name. How the
That's a
hell I
lawyer I
supposed to know
know.
their
What
name?
did he have anything to say about it? Okay, did he have anything recent to say about it since we've had all the evidence, or did he say something while the
What's
trial was
your
going on?
They
opinion,
were
bro?
just talking
Based
about it
off the
today.
evidence, what you think he's guilty of sex trafficking? What's your opinion? I don't want to hear no legal jargon. What is
There
your
ain't been a
opinion?
single motherfucking lawyer talking about that case. There have been a slew of podcasters constantly mentioning it, though.
Who said that?
They had some lawyers that was talking about it on Law on
No, it's just
Crimes,
been a
but it's
slew
not
of
anybody that's
podcasters talking
really
about it.
reputable or somebody that I would actually get
Man,
legal advice
do
from
y'all
or
know
listen
what
to.
YouTube
There
is?
is one good
There
one.
was
See
lawyers
YouTube
talking
lawyers
about it.
speaking on the case. Y'all tripping.
Like,
Yeah,
I would
a
want to
bunch
hear
of
from
fucking
somebody like
there
Drew
YouTube
is.
Finland
lawyers.
or somebody else who really like has
What's
a, you
wrong
feel
with
me?
YouTube lawyers, bro?
Y'all
If it
just
ain't
want
Lisa
to Google
Blues,
brain
we don't
stuff.
believe it.
Wait a
I
minute,
just want to say, like,
y'all must
just
be
kind of
doing, y'all must be watching Extreme.
going
I
back
do.
to the Tory Lanez
I'm
case.
just
The
laughing
reason
because he's
why,
not
But I'm
guilty of
doing
none
the
of that
same.
the
shit
I'm
reason
so
doing the
why
far.
same
everyone
acting
is
dumb shit that they was doing earlier when they asked what the
And when
charges
he come
were.
home, I'm going to the next freak Nick.
the reason why everyone here was shocked when Tory Lanez
gotta
was
go.
found guilty and
Rock
convicted
Nation.
was because hold on, no, was because the vast
What the fuck
majority
does Tory
of
Lanez
at
got to
the
do with P
time of
Diddy?
the trial. Hold on, let me walk the dog here. At the time of the trial, the vast
Walk the
majority
dog
of us
is
had a
crazy.
God
at the
damn.
time of the trial, the vast majority of us had a misunderstanding of what he was being charged
We
with.
thought the bitch got shot
We
and she stepped on glass, but she went with the narrative that this man
people
shot
to
her.
this
And now
day
a whole bunch of new
still
evidence is coming
believe
out.
Tory
he was
didn't get found guilty
convicted
for shooting her.
of
Tory
So that's a
shooting.
terrible example to use
Yeah.
because that
To
man's in
this,
jail based off of a lie, just like P
would you like?
Diddy.
But Tory
Would you
didn't
like?
go to jail
Hey,
for shooting
again,
Megan.
I'm going
He
to
did not
repeat it
get
until you
charged.
And he's
fucking
based off
listen.
he's in jail based off these terrible
Everyone,
gun laws that are
people
here in
thought
California.
he
Nothing
was
else.
convicted of shooting Meg the Stallion. He was not convicted of shooting
And
anybody.
none of his DNA
He
nor
was
fingerprints was
convicted.
found on the
But
gun. None
I,
of that.
I'm not.
Hold on,
Only
let the nigga
Kelsey's.
finish. Let the nigga finish what he was saying, gang.
Dog, you talking over me like I'm not on the same side as you. I could sit here and defend Tory Lanez better than his own attorney did. What you talking about?
Like,
Stop
we
talking over
understand,
me.
but we looking at it from
Goddamn.
different angles.
You're
And
too
we
ignorant
we
from the
gotta
point
I'm
of
start
view.
What,
talking
Keep
over
going.
each
Keep
what,
what
go
other.
going.
I'm
ahead
Be
and
a
hold
getting
on, hold on,
at,
hold on. Let
what
me
I'm
hear Robbie.
getting
Let me
at
hear Robbie. Let me
is
finish it all. Let
your
me hear him say what he had to
misunderstanding
say.
of
What
the
was you speaking to exactly? You said he wasn't
the
what you thought referred
what I'm
to and
saying
what
is
you was
I'm
speaking.
listening to people speak and they're not speaking to the charges at hand.
Finish
The
your
charges
statement.
you're talking about your
Don't be a
interpretation
deflection
of
queen.
what
He's
Finish what
talking,
you're
or
gonna
what
bruh.
say.
you
He's getting to
no,
his
you're talking
point. Let
about
the
your
nigga lay it out. Let
interpretation
him
of
land
what
the
you
plane. He's
believe
flying the plane right now.
you're talking about your
He's
interpretation of what
crashing the plane
you
in a
believe
fucking
to be
mountain.
sex trafficking. You were talking about your interpretation of what you to be prostitution. You're talking about your interpretation of what you to believe what coercion is, not what the federal fucking government believes coercion is. And that is why Bama is being a lot more accurate than a lot of other people speaking against him right this very moment. He's talking about what the federal government defines as coercion. Y'all motherfuckers talking about, oh, how do we know what charges there are? Are we still talking about what the charges are?
I just said
It's
this shit. We
we in
said
the
it 4 or
closing
5
statement. Like we
times.
Bro, you're
still
lost in
debating
the
on what the
sauce.
charges
Fuck
are.
that.
You guys sound goofy as fuck
This
when y'all
man
ask
don't even
about
know
the
what
charges at
motherfucking
the
point he's
state.
trying to make.
No, I don't see the Rico. No, I don't think I don't think he's getting convicted of the Rico.
He's not. They try to make it seem like he was trafficking minors. There's no minors that have came up in regard to his whole case.
Who
Y'all need to go. This is
So
what y'all
look,
Y'all
need to
need to
I'm
do.
literally
finna
go
get
read the
For
discovery and
everybody that
literally
don't
all of
know
the
this,
evidence and
they
literally
need
the
to
whole
go
case
read.
page by page.
Hey, listen though, man. They need to go to YouTube or go to read the closing argument from Diddy defense. Cause Diddy defense said all of this to
Yeah,
them.
no, read the case filings. Fuck a YouTube. Read the
Yeah,
folder,
like Diddy
the
defense said all
documentation.
this in their closing statements. That they sit there and lied when and no binders have came up and all that type of stuff.
They were trying to find evidence of him human trafficking minors, like I just said. Like, and they don't have no evidence of that. That's why they're letting them out.
they did not.
No, that's one of the things they broke up in the beginning. They was trying to say that he gang raped some girl in the
Thank
studio when
you.
she was a
Thank you.
minor, but that never that got threw out. You say what? Yes, they
You
did.
might want to go read the case filings
Yes,
because they
they
did.
did
Sorry to tell you.
because Diddy team responded to it, and Diddy proved that
That was the
girl
very
was not
first
a minor.
allegation that he was trafficking minors, not grown ass women, kids. Sorry.
And
That was the very first thing that was said in court that he had to fight against. Like, hello.
yeah, so that did happen. Then his lawyer
That
mentioned that in
yeah,
closing statements. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all need to go read the closing statements. What he said was they threw a bunch of things to the wind to kill his reputation at first. That they
And
knew
that
was
was the
already
first
true.
thing they threw to the wind to kill the man's reputation.
That's it. You gotta. I can't tell you word by word what that 4 hour closing statement said.
That is the main reason they raided his house.
TJ,
Yeah.
can you find me anything that
They
states
don't give
that
a fuck
the
about
minors
what he
were
does
brought
with
up
any
during this trial?
law-abiding, consenting adult.
Wouldn't be
So
that
They
what?
don't
wouldn't
care
that
about that.
wouldn't that
Because
be
I
evidence
can't
number
find
one
it.
to
So I'm
use
trying to
against
find
him?
I'm trying to find out where.
Bruh,
'Cause I'd imagine somebody would have reported on that.
wouldn't that be the first piece of evidence to use against him?
No, I said that was one of the first things that got through in the wind, but they
We know it
debunked
didn't
it.
happen, hence the man getting out.
No,
Nothing happened,
what
my
I'm
nigga.
saying
We know
is when
that.
it
That was the
happened,
first allegation that they tried to
yeah,
throw to
look,
the people.
no, what I'm saying, y'all to listen to what I'm saying. They proved that that girl was lying right after she did it, and they had evidence. She was in the studio. She was in the studio with him, but she was grown. No, listen, they proved that she was in the studio with him, but she was grown. So it never made it that far because it came out and they proved it not to be.
Like mixing in civil cases with what the criminal
Yes, that
cases?
is what people have
I
doing
guess
from the
there's
very
I
start of
guess
So,
this.
so that
And
because
I don't know
if
why. We just need to
if
talk about what the jury is going to
yeah.
deliberate on.
If
That's it.
we're conflating, we can't conflate the civil cases with the criminal case because it's always going to be two different shit.
they ain't nothing to do with children now, but like I said, his lawyer did mention that in his closing argument though. No, I'm talking about today. That happened today.
That was said in court. You talk about in
That was said
per
in court
court
today.
document.
Yeah, today that
Can
was said.
someone provide me with a court document where a minor was mentioned?
I need y'all to tap
And
in with
Yeah, hold
just
on,
innocent
because
parties.
Google is
just
a freak
a
entity that I
document.
don't
No, no,
understand
no,
why
no.
none of you motherfuckers is using. So hold on, I'm gonna provide that information for you in clear
Please,
context. Hold on.
please do so. You speak so damn fast, but you
I
don't
just
provide me
said,
a
give me a
damn
second. Hold
thing.
on.
Please
Get out
put
my
it in the
face and let me
comments.
provide you the resource. Hold on.
Hurry up.
Cite your sources, nigga.
You rush your bitch. Don't rush me. Back to your
Hurry your
coercion.
ass up.
Listen, I'm not going through no closing statements.
I just think that's such an explosive thing to say. To have nothing to back it up is fucking wild.
And it just be like, oh, let's move on from that. I'm sorry, I just made that up. Like that is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's something like you gotta show me something. That's like saying Nicki Minaj don't write her bars. Like, all right, show me her ghostwriter. Like,
I'm
that's too
her,
explosive to just say
I'm
and just
her
leave it at that.
ghostwriter, nigga.
All right,
What'd you say, TJ?
he being
Let,
funny.
let me stop. Let me stop. I don't need the bars to get on me. Let me
Yeah,
stop.
don't because
Like,
Bob's already coming for people. So no, you don't want that smoke. They coming for everybody.
Hey, nah,
Keefy D
they
used to
was
be
just
on them
throwing
old ass
they was
VA
throwing that stuff to the
just
wind.
snitching and
I
on
don't
his
even
stuff.
know. I don't even know why they did that part.
That's just Las Vegas police not paying
Because
attention.
they even had Biggie Mama saying if you could do this, you can find this out and all that.
All I know is he definitely gonna face some time for being Cassie on video. So he's
that
going to
video.
jail.
What he's being
Yeah,
charged for, that is false.
TJ.
Well,
Like, no, no, no,
That's
no, no.
stop
Well,
that.
what they said, what they said
Hold on.
is,
Please stop that.
Part of the one of the charges.
No, they never said.
Hold on. I'm not saying he's being charged with domestic abuse. I'm saying part of that video has to do with coercion. That was part of the beating. So why the reason what she's saying is because that's hard evidence for coercion.
Yes.
so what they said is they said that they played that video over and over again, and they played it and said if Diddy could do this, then Diddy could do trafficking. And they played the video again, and they said
Exactly.
if Diddy could do this, Diddy could do this. You know, and they played it over.
Bro, yeah,
That,
that is
that's a
not what they're
discussion for a different
deliberating.
day.
That case happened. That situation happened in Los Angeles. This is in the Southern District of New York. Be serious right now.
Yeah, the whole Diddy Tupac thing. That's a different conversation. Though.
No, not even a Tupac thing. I'm just talking about the tape of him beating on Cassie, with the elevator and all that shit, bro. That shit happened in Los Angeles, and the Los Angeles Police Department came out and said the time on this for us to be able to charge Diddy has already passed. Like, there's nothing they could do about that tape.
I think the part where, like, outside of this particular case, the part where I stopped being able to trust like anything that Diddy had to say was when Cassie first dropped that lawsuit. He not only vehemently denied, like, called her a liar, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Then fast forward, was it like 5-6 months later, then the video dropped, and it was exactly how Cassie detailed it. And then we're like, oh, you're a big fat fucking liar. Like, anything you got to say can't be trusted.
I mean,
Cause
Cassie and Diddy have both lied in this shit, and fucking Daphne Joy. Like, I don't know what to do with people lying.
I know, but I'm saying at the very least, we know of that incident being exactly detailed to a T of what Cassie described in her lawsuit to Diddy, and also where she detailed the arson of Kid Cudi's vehicle, and then we found out from Kid Cudi himself, yeah, that actually happened.
But no, Kid Cudi said he doesn't know who did it, and there was a woman's fingerprints on the Molotov cocktail.
I got you, but also Diddy said that ass whooping never happened, and then he denied it until the video dropped, and then I'm sorry. So he's
Y'all
definitely
read
one of them people.
everything I put in the jumble, and you're welcome. Thank you.
He's one of them people that deny shit until you catch him on video.
I think that's every celebrity. I don't think Diddy's exclusive to that. I think all these niggas would
For
deny
the people who
something
said there was never no
based on
mention
just
of the
their
minor shit,
reputation
I
type
just want
shit.
y'all to read that, and but
I think any of these celebrities will cover up anything or pay anybody to cover up anything based on their reputation, like, just based off that, and the money and endorsements they could possibly lose.
Am I tripping? You linked the shit that came from what's his face? This has nothing to do with the trial.
The link to what?
The Jay Z shit, the Tony Busby shit. This ain't got nothing to do with the trial.
Who said it?
it does have something to do with the trial because it was brought up in the court. So
You with hold
are
on.
you gonna read the material or not? I hate when people say
no.
pull it up, and then I pull it up, and now you arguing with the motherfucking shit that's literally out in public information. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't make the rules here. Just go read the shit. Stop bullshitting me, fat neck ass niggas. Just read. Reading is fundamental. You
Nah,
know
a lot of y'all not
argue
reading court documents though. I'm not gonna lie.
If anything, I'm not the one going in, and neither are you. So none of this
A
is
lot of
changing
niggas
or
is
you.
not reading
Fuck up my
actual court documents.
I'm just enjoying a good debate. I don't give that much of a fuck.
I'll tell you what I read. I read December 27th, 2024.
Did you read all the court document links that I dropped?
When the fuck was the Diddy trial in December 27th, 2024?
This shit's been going on for longer than a year and some change now, almost 2.
The trial.
Yo, I forgot when they put his son in all that shit, bro. I forgot about that. That's crazy, bro. And they have not mentioned this kid once,
I
bro.
didn't say
That's
the articles.
insane.
Read the court documents.
back to exactly what I kept saying. Y'all side of it. This trial.
Cassie, Daphne Joy. That is it.
You put the drink in the car.
Yeah, because they needed 3 victims to link up a Rico and
Put the drink
that
in the
whole
car.
thing. But the fact that they can't even put together that, when even the fact of it being 2, like if some people want to say Cassie, okay, cool. But Daphne Joy is definitely not a second, like not even close. So that's what makes the prosecution case murky.
What makes the prosecution's murky? I just got back. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
Shut up, nigga.
Daphne Joy.
I mean, you could say that it makes the prosecution look, slow, but at the same time, making these folks enter into a love contract and do all of that is also as suspect as it gets, because you said, I mean, people talk about R. Kelly with the same thing where he had supposedly Jocelyn Savage or what you call it, kind of love
Nobody
contract.
said nothing about R. Kelly.
You didn't need to say that about R. Kelly. I'm using it as a reference
Y'all
and an
some
analogy.
deflection queens in here. Moving the
No,
goalpost.
I'm using it as an analogy and an actual, comparison
Did you
game.
say
That's what I'm
queen?
using it. Like it goes hand in hand. It's an analogy. You know what I'm saying?
I just hope they let him out. That's all.
What? Like he committed a crime. What do you?
I hope they let him out. I hope they let Diddy out so I.
Man, listen. So you
Bro,
can.
I'm
Wait a
not
minute.
gonna
You
be
can't. Wait a
bro.
minute. Wait a minute. You can't end up.
Bro, listen,
Wait a minute.
bro.
Wait.
I'm
So you
not gonna
can.
be on this high horse. Be like, damn, he needs to go to jail for prostitution. I'm not
Listen
gonna care
though.
about that, bro.
Hey,
I
Bama,
really not.
you breaking the law right now. What
I'm
you
not breaking the
smoking?
law right now.
What you smoking?
I'm not. I'm not smoking nothing, sir. I
What
got
you
my little
smoked
sister
today?
going home. My little sister
Talk
is
about
with me.
breaking the law.
I'm not
TJ,
doing
you
anything.
police over there?
Like what? That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just gonna say. Well, it sound like 12. What's going on? Is we
Damn,
on
TJ,
nah.
time?
you asking this on a recorded line, my guy.
Hold
Oh, you got a
on. But
recorded line?
hey, just pointing out, some of y'all states ain't legal. Some of y'all be breaking the law every goddamn day.
Hey, TJ,
And you go
just the
try
other
to get
day.
somebody to
So to be on this high horse and be like, oh, this nigga paying
So
for
you
pussy,
ain't. So
man,
you
I
ain't
really
never
need to
speed.
see him in jail. That's
So
I don't know, bro. That's murky.
you ain't never sped before, bro. You ain't never sped before. Have you ever done it? Have you ever paid for it? Have you ever done it?
Have I ever paid for Gucci?
Yeah, I'm asking brothers who
Man,
just said what he said.
Oh
sped in
no.
a motor vehicle, nigga.
Oh
I
no.
ain't never. I'll tell you one thing I never did. I ain't never beat the shit out of a woman to coerce her into sex.
Which is
I'm
ironically
gonna hold
not
you right
what he's
now.
being charged with.
Like I'ma just hold you right now. I
I've
ain't never
never
did
shown
that shit.
someone. I've never shown someone. I've never shown someone a freak off tape of us just to make them stay.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
just want my invite to the next freak off. I'm just
You feel me? That's it. I just want my
money.
invite.
So there are no accusations, okay? Just with the right motherfuckers that keep their mouth shut. That's the problem.
What?
Y'all
Yeah,
motherfuckers commit crimes every day. You steal, bust scams, rob
Yeah,
people, pay for pussy. Shut up.
yeah.
I'm sick of it.
You mad?
We're not gonna ask. You guys have fake moral compasses.
Are
whoa.
you
Shut up.
mad?
I
Are
ain't
you mad
never
right now?
robbed, killed,
Are you
or
mad?
done the last one either.
Like all by
I
mama.
haven't done
Some of
either.
y'all
What
done
are you talking
motherfucking popped a pill, did extreme
about? Nope,
drugs, drank
never did that.
alcohol
Never did
before
that.
your
Yeah,
age. I don't want to hear no
yeah.
bullshit, okay?
I
Yo,
mean, I did that.
conflating
What?
taking
Because ain't
drugs
none of you
with beating
motherfuckers
the
is
shit out of
exempt.
women for sex is fucking crazy. Like,
Like that's what I'm saying. Like we move. He talked about moving the
You
goalposts. We
fucked
ain't started
early
talking about all
before
this.
marriage. Yeah, ain't none of you motherfuckers exempt on bullshit. I'm just
That's
saying.
not illegal
You done
though.
got into
That's
some
not
fist fights
illegal
in your
though.
life. Ain't none of you
That's
motherfuckers
not.
exempt.
That's
So
not
cut it out
illegal.
with the
I
bullshit.
sure did. I
Right. Stop
sure
having
did.
fake
Illegal
moral
though.
compasses.
That's
I
not.
Cut it out.
sure did.
Some of the stuff you just named was not illegal. It was just moral compass stuff.
I mean, I could get deeper, but you feel me? I don't want to open up Pandora's box for nothing. A lot of you niggas probably done
But
did some weird shit you
nothing.
don't want people
Some
to
of the
know
stuff
Ah,
about.
you
nigga,
A lot of
take
you
it
some of
to
the
niggas
stuff
done
you
did
hell.
some
said
bad
weren't
shit
even
you
Nigga,
don't
go
want
illegal.
people to
low.
know about.
Take it to
But you're
hell.
still
Go low.
here and free and well. So cut
Take
it the
it
fuck
to
out.
hell. Go low. Take it to hell. Come on.
You feel me? Take it.
What
I'm
you?
really gonna
What
take it
you?
to hell. A lot of you motherfuckers used to play house with your cousins and siblings. Mm, mm.
Okay. I mean, I never
Yeah,
did, but I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I
shit.
get that.
yeah.
Who was playing my man?
I mean, I get where the
A
Who
lot
was
of you
game
playing
where the
my
motherfuckers,
game
man?
coming
because this
from is
is a male
valid.
predominant space. A lot of you niggas probably did
Hey,
sports and was touching on your
yo,
teammates.
you
Yeah,
sound
yeah,
sassy as
who
fuck.
was playing
yeah.
my
No
man?
cap, no cap there. So I'm just saying, I think that you guys should not have a fake moral compass. You know, like none of us
That's
know
not your
Sean
mama.
Combs. None of us know this man. And
Wait.
no, I'm
Dog,
saying
for
none of
real.
us know this
He was
man
at the
verbatim,
protest.
so I'm not gonna say, oh, I just want him to fry. You know what I mean? He's not
Yo,
guilty of the shit R. Kelly is guilty of. R.
are we
Kelly could
speaking of
fry.
King? Are we
Now,
speaking of King Combs?
the shit I seen. Are you talking about with him hitting Cassie? That's the only video I done seen. I done seen plenty of niggas be. I'm from. That has nothing to do with nothing. I done seen plenty of niggas go upside their bitch's head. Yeah, I condone any because if the bitch got a smart ass mouth, hell yeah, that bitch was on the motherfucking video talking about she'll have
Hey,
somebody killed. She ain't innocent. Fuck is you talking about?
Hold on.
That's
Hold on.
crazy.
Hold on, gang.
Y'all
Hold
need to
on.
stop having fake moral
Hold on.
compasses. These hoes are not
Hold on,
innocent,
gang.
my nigga. And if a
Hold
bitch
on,
gotta get
gang.
bopped, she gotta get bopped. Shit.
Hold on, gang.
Y'all
Hold
wasn't saying.
on. Hold on. I gotta ask my co-host Roman. You're a woman. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about what was just said? I need to give her a room and a space
You
to
are.
speak because that's a woman.
You already know how I feel. I feel like he should definitely face time for that, and no man should put his hands on a woman. I don't care how much you got a smart ass mouth. Just keep your hands to yourself, or get your cousin, a sister to fight her. Just don't put your hands on her.
Okay. You ain't gotta disrespect the females like that because we don't condone hitting women around here. I ain't gonna lie. But like, I'm gonna ask you though. So like, you really condone it. So have you ever put your hands on a female before?
Hello?
Yeah, you
Oh
is
yeah,
funny.
Stony up in here too,
Impersonator.
Bama.
Yeah, and hold on. Impersonator, have you ever put your hands on a woman before? Hold on. Who
He's
got him down? Don't
requesting
drop him down.
bitch.
Don't drop him down.
I'll
I got a
slap a
question.
bitch.
Hold on.
He's a listener now.
Hold on. The impersonator.
I
Have you
just
ever
think the
put your
fake
hands before?
outrage is crazy because where the fuck was y'all antennas when NBA YoungBoy was dragging Jania's ass all up the hallway and she talked about he was pulling me? Where the fuck was
Laughing
y'all
over
at
We
then?
said
here.
Where the fuck was
we
y'all
said
antennas at when motherfucking Chris
we,
Brown leaned the fuck over and socked the
we
fuck out
said
of
that
Rihanna
was
and was
wrong.
dragging
We
his
said all
At
that.
entire
We
home
said
bitch
all
laughing.
that
out the
was
fucking
wrong.
where was
But
y'all
that was
motherfuckers antennas?
wrong.
I hear Dun
Y'all
Dun,
didn't give
but
a
I
fuck
don't
then.
see
Y'all
him.
gotta stop with this bullshit, okay? Cut
That's
it
not
out.
Dun
It's
Dun.
the
Where
guy
the
with the
fuck was y'all
duck.
antennas when Tato, Chief Keef's brother, whooped on Cuban Doll? Y'all didn't give a fuck when he blacked her
Is
eye.
that
Cut
Dun
it
Dun?
out.
That is not Dun
Bro,
Dun.
No.
it's not done.
No,
Oh,
it's not. My name is
It's
wow.
not
Spider. How
done.
you doing? Nice to meet you, lovely,
How
beautiful
you
people.
doing?
But look, impersonator. Have you
How
ever
you
put your
doing on this
hands on a
awesome,
female
amazing
before?
Friday? You know, we're getting into some things. Diddy verdict guilty. You know, is he guilty? Is he not? Do y'all think he is? Do y'all know? It's a big debate, but as far as I can see,
Hey,
I think
shut
the nigga
up.
should come home, whether he put his hands on a bitch or not. There's a lot of niggas who done hit their bitch, and some people the world don't even know. You feel
Not
me?
gonna
And
lie,
I
I
think
won't be.
personally, Jay-Z done went up Beyonce's head a couple of times. He done knocked
Oh,
that
you
bitch.
got
Why you think
holy.
Solange knocked him back?
Well, that's T.
On
That's
my
T.
mama.
Hey, you breaking news right now. I need you to like bring
Hey,
some
for real.
evidence to the table, my guy.
My
You
guy,
feel
I got
me?
a
And
question
nobody was
for you
saying
though.
I
nothing when
do not
DaBaby
get in
was going
between
across Danny
domestic
Lee's motherfucking
disputes.
face. So cut it
I
out.
got a question. I got a question. That case has not been settled yet. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm gonna ask you a quick question. Have you ever hit a female
Who's the
before?
one talking?
The Imperial
Impersonator.
Op.
Okay, I see him now. It says listener.
No, yeah.
No,
The
he's a
app be
speaker. He
fucking
a
up at
speaker.
times.
But have you ever?
No,
The
Yeah.
the
guy
only
with the
female
duck
I've ever fought
avatar.
face to face was my best
So why
friend.
are you
She's a dyke. She's
advocating
a
for something
lesbian.
that
That
you
bitch
don't
want
do
to act
though?
like a boy, so we got it up. And she tried to damn near give me a run for my money. That's not a regular girl to me.
Wait a minute, what happened?
She's
He
a
fought
stud.
his
Me and my
career.
best friend, we fought. I'm gay. She's a stud. She hit me, and we fought like two niggas. The fuck? She tried to
That's
give me a run
right.
for my money. There
Okay.
was a good squabble,
But
actually.
Oh,
okay, I
nigga
can
said
see.
these hands
That was the
rated
I can
only
E.
girl I
see
ever hit in my life. I
wanna
got
You hear
six
me?
struggle
sisters, so I don't
over
gotta hit a girl.
Ain't nothing
one
wrong with
time
that.
because I
Nigga.
have a soft voice and I don't want to be yelling, but I could see why you would squabble up with a stud, but a femme girl, a man
Not a femme girl, baby.
fighting
I got six.
a femme girl. That's crazy to me. So that's why I feel because Cassie is femme. Diddy can obviously slam her, beat her ass. I mean, he did. So he
I'm
should
gonna.
definitely
He
face
just
time
told
for
you he
that.
only fights studs. He
My
said he
bad.
don't
I
fight
had to
Oh
no
say
other
my
that.
girl.
wait, you
God, that
saying
is
he should
not
face
what he's
time for
being
domestic
charged with.
abuse?
What the hell,
Yes.
bro?
Nah,
That's not
That
what
is
he's
not what
charged
he's
with,
being
That's
charged with.
unfortunately. So they don't care
That
about the
is,
domestic
they're not
dispute.
deliberating on that.
because
Please, this is
But
internet
Yeah, that's not what he's in
misinformation.
jail for
What the
hitting
fuck?
Cassie. That's not it.
But at the end of the day,
Statute of limitations
at the
is
end of the hold on, at the end of the day, here's one thing that I need everybody to do though. I need everybody to share the space. I need everybody to disagree to disagree.
okay.
If you don't know, you with the agree to disagree. Chat spaces, you feel me? We in here, episode 9, you feel me? And we gonna move on to our next subject outside of Diddy. You feel we gonna move on to something that's a little bit different, a little bit that's a little bit unethical.
Sean
Let me
Kingston in jail for selling dope. Y'all think he's a real kingpin of selling
oh my
keys?
Lord Jesus. Hold on,
Yeah,
bro.
he's selling bricks. What about that? What y'all think about
Gangsta
that?
chill.
No, he went to jail for fraud.
I'm
So,
fucking dying, yo.
All right.
Bro,
The fuck? That
so
nigga be
let's
scamming,
start.
trying to buy everybody
Let's
bling with
start
no money.
there. He went to jail for fraud, so let's start there.
let's
Can't
start there.
breathe, dog.
Yeah, if the nigga had money, he wouldn't be busting no fraud.
Hey, hang on, hang on,
That's
hang on, hang
fine,
on.
but he didn't go to
Hang
jail
on,
for
please.
drugs.
But hang on, we gotta move this up a little bit, bro. We gotta move this up a little bit. Ooh. Nokia getting some radio play? All right, I like that. But let me ask y'all a really important question right now, okay? We got a lot going on these days, you know, and I'm gonna go to a little bit of a lighter subject. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna go to Love Island. I don't know if you all watch that. I just started watching Love Island with my girl, but I'm gonna keep it a whole beat. When we talk about everything, we got to keep on talking about things in retrospect. What do we think about Cardi? What do we
Fuck
think
that
is the
bitch.
Which
next
Don't you
big
Cardi?
ever
thing?
ask us about that bitch. Onika Tanya Mirage is the queen of rap.
Oh,
Next question.
We need a real
oh,
single. That's all I'm saying. That
Bama,
single is not in it.
just get to the part where you're getting at. I know what you're getting at.
I mean, you're talking
You
about
want
a
me to?
drug dealing motherfucking
You-
stripper who used to drug niggas. Like, what the fuck?
We're,
You guys
we're
have
talking
like
about
no
So
the,
do we
company. Like,
think
you
that?
guys is all over the
So
place
do
with
we
this
think that?
bullshit.
So do we think
Delusional
that
is
with
your
Cardi?
nickname.
Do we think that Cardi will sell out first week? Do we think that she'll sell more than Nicki? Do we think that she'll sell more than Lotto? What do we
No,
think that
she
her
won't
sales
sell
are going to
nothing
be?
No,
What do we
equivalent.
think
We're
that?
not gonna do that.
that
No.
single's forced, bro.
Bama.
There's
Did you
no
see the news
steam
that happened
behind
today
that
regarding Cardi B
apathy.
or no?
Do you think that she'll have the label push that she once had to actually push it along and make it
Right
something
now.
big? You feel me? Her rollout is going pretty good. She's doing pretty good numbers with outside, honestly. So, I don't see where the problem is that would make it seem like she wouldn't sell good. What do you think will make her not sell good, Imperial?
She's gonna sell well. She's just not gonna sell more than the queen. So let's not do that one.
Okay. All right. She said she can't get no sales about the queen. I like that right there. Robbie, what you think?
Yeah, she can do her own amount of numbers. She's not gonna do the numbers Nicki does, because Nicki is Nicki and Cardi is Cardi, a dirty Mexican,
Understood.
as Megan said. So
Oh,
or as the
whoa,
horse once
whoa.
said.
Hey, as long as you ain't talking about nobody in the spaces, hey, Cardi better come in here and defend herself. Robbie, what do you
That's
think
Cardi.
about
All she does is yell at her. That's another thing. Cardi ain't gonna have a fan base if she keep getting on spaces yelling at you, motherfuckers.
She
Hey,
gonna have
Bama,
spaces, but she ain't gonna get
before
nobody
somebody get a
speakers,
Cardi?
so it
Where's
don't
Diamond
matter.
at? Somebody tell Diamond to come in here real quick. If you can
Bama,
get a hold of Diamond, somebody find Diamond.
hey, Bama,
She be
before I
having
answer the
spaces,
question,
but she don't have no
did
speakers.
you
She
see the
just be
story that
yapping
happened
away.
today?
You said what?
Did you see the story that with regarding Cardi today?
No, I didn't. Enlighten me. I know
No,
that we got it sent to
I
what you call it.
linked
Talk
it
to
to
me now.
you, man. You didn't click it?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't. I was driving and trying to get off
All right.
work and get
All right,
home
all
and
right.
stuff.
Hold
I
on,
had stuff
hold on.
going
I'm
on.
gonna put it in the jumbo. I'll put it in the jumbo. Hold on. I'll be
Do
back.
that for me.
Like, I think her album is it'll do somewhat well, but if she keep talking to the fans that she got the way she talked to them, yeah, she ain't gonna have no fan base in a second.
All right, I threw it up in the jumbo, Bama.
I agree with you, Imperial Op. I feel like she will sell like 150K. I could see that. Between 100 and 150.
Here's the thing. If they give Cardi anything over 250K and they took away 250K sales from Nicki, on my mama, the Barb's is gonna riot.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna riot.
you
We're
know
gonna
what's
tear
gonna
shit the fuck up.
happen.
Because Nicki technically had 500K sales, my nigga.
Are you a bard, by the way?
Yes, the fuck I am. Like,
Okay.
if they let
Kanye West.
Cardi have the
Awesome.
fucking album sales
Drake.
that they took from Nicki, because again,
Singing.
they took a quarter
Give
mil
me a
from her. They
word to
took
describe him.
250,000 album sales
Kanye
from her.
West.
Mhm.
If
Awesome.
they let Cardi have more than
Drake.
that, on my mama, we're gonna riot.
Singing.
They took.
Because
You
you been
said
Give me
you
a
said they
word to
took that from
describe
Nicki.
him. Kanye
fanfare and we
West.
see what you're trying to do.
You said they took that from Nicki.
Yes,
From
if you want to be technical, her album had over 350,000 sales like on the first week, my nigga. They took away 250 sales.
Oh,
From
I mean,
from my understanding, TJ, she had around 330,000 first week, and then Billboard didn't, or not, Billboard didn't count 100,000 of them.
so what? Why they didn't count it? What happened? They changed
That
the rules.
that part wasn't elaborated clearly to everybody, but she was
Because
vehement
they
that
don't like the queen.
It
That's
was
why.
Rock
but
Nation.
she was vehement that
No,
they
Barb's
opted not to
mass
count
buy.
100,000.
They were upset because Bars was mass buying the album, which is their
Yeah, we
money.
kept buying it, and
Oh,
they
Like,
don't like that.
okay.
oh, I did hear about
They
that.
hate that Nicki's
Yeah.
fan base
Because
really support her. We bought the album
my
probably
friend
in
of
5
ours,
different versions,
she
and
went
they
and
hated
brought
that.
that damn. She went and brought that damn shit. So many years. My friend of ours.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't agree
They
with
they
Billboard
hated the
trying
fact
to
we really
control people's
genuinely bought Nicki
pockets.
out. They didn't like
If
that.
people want to go buy 100 copies of their fave album, they can go buy 100
But
copies. You know?
that is cheating though. But
So
it's fair game.
this is a
It's
Yeah,
dirty
they were
cheating,
game,
but
mad at
nigga.
that because
it's
all of
fair
the
This
bars
is
game.
really
the
bought it
music
out.
industry. The music industry is a dirty game. You trying to play fair? You
Yeah, I know.
crazy.
I know. I was saying it's fair game, but
That's
that
bringing a knife
is.
to a gunfight. No.
Bama, did you see the Jumbotron link yet, or no?
Let me go look. Let me go look. All I see is
No.
Judge
All right,
Ants.
so I'm
New.
gonna
Oh,
explain it while
hold on,
Bama's
hold on.
over there
Popular
reading
New
and
York
stuff.
artist is accusing Cardi B of stealing a song outside from her.
Oh,
Oh,
now scroll down and click the link. It's a video on the right.
Hey, Stoney, how
Oh,
she
she
do
done
her best
stole.
friend like that?
Cardi done stole it. I mean, but she
Huh?
stole a couple of other
How
songs
she do her
too.
best
So
friend like that?
y'all didn't care when she
How I
stole
feel
Bia's
about what?
songs.
How she do her best friend like that?
Who?
All right,
What she did?
her best friend said she stole her song.
That's not Cardi's. But
oh,
Cardi's best
Who
friend
the
is
fuck?
Star
Best friend
Brand.
is her best friend is Star.
Yeah, her best friend is
Is
Star
that who
oh,
they
Brand. Not
talking
this.
about?
What this bitch?
oh,
Nobody even know who the fuck that hoe is.
Oh, that's
oh.
somebody
Yep,
else.
she's unknown, but
But
three
y'all didn't
albums,
say
three
nothing
Yeah.
when
streams are
Cardi
going
B stole
straight.
Bia's songs.
Oh, wait a
She
minute, what?
literally stole 2 of Bia's songs, and y'all ran with that.
Why she stole all the Bia songs? Tell me that.
I don't know why she did that because I feel like she must have thought Bia was overlooked, but Bia is still a highly played artist, so I don't know why she thought nobody was gonna catch that.
Wait, she stole Bia songs
What song?
and made it sound better because the diss
What
track
songs
Bia
of Bia?
sent to
What songs
Cardi
of Bia
didn't
did she?
beat down.
What
The
songs of Bia did she steal?
Hey, but that accusation
diss
and
track
that
she made to
and them
Cardi did
lyrics
heat.
hit
I'm not
different.
going. Yeah, it did heat because
what?
Cardi couldn't respond to it. She went
What
live and got on stage and talked
accusation?
about she wanted to fight. Bitches don't know how to rap, so they want to fist fight all the fuck time.
Yeah, we like to punch on shit when we from New York.
You feel me?
Bitch, get in
They
the
like to
booth,
solve
bitch.
their
B is
violence
from
with
New
their
York too. Get
hands.
in the booth, bitch. Do what
Didn't
you
they
say
put a
you could
knot on
do.
her head? Didn't they put a knot on her head?
Oh, you want to know who put a knot on her head? Ra Ali. She threw a shoe and it didn't hit Nicki, and Ra Ali socked her in the head. That's how she got that at the Harper's Bazaar.
Ooh, Lord.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, he letting us in on more tea than the girls been letting us in on.
That
What was
is
y'all
not
accent when all this
tea.
was going
That's
Why
on?
y'all
definitely
acting like?
tea.
Why y'all making noises like
That's
that's
definitely
tea?
tea.
Why
Nikki
y'all
walked out
bring
that party
bring
gorgeous
up
and
this when we
untouched, and
talking
that bitch
about
was
these
just
Roman, I
She
need
was
moving
you.
standing
out,
behind
no
security
shoes
like,
on, lumpy
you
lumpy
can't
on a
get
forehead.
me. Nikki said, you can't get me. Right behind
Right.
security.
She was
Roman,
looking
you gotta
so good.
gas
She
You
was
them
better
up,
like,
thank
this
God
bitch
Roman.
she
right
had
here. But
Ali
how do you
there.
like? What would you do? It's like a bitch trying to charge at Beyonce. This bitch is
She
guarded
better.
like the president, my nigga. There's about 7 bitches
Nah,
standing
that's
around
not.
me. You ain't
Beyonce
gonna
don't
touch
say
me,
much,
you broke
so
bitch.
that's
I wouldn't
different.
Don't.
compare Nicki to
Beyonce
Beyonce.
don't talk, so that's
Right.
the difference.
I wouldn't
That is a
Nicki
compare.
big
talk
difference.
She said Beyonce don't open her mouth. You can't
at
get
That's a big
all.
applause from
difference.
her
But when
queen.
her sister was stocking up on Jay-Z in that elevator, she had to speak. Okay? She had to say
She didn't
something big.
speak either. She stepped to the
Yes, she
side.
did. She opened her mouth
She
talking
She
about she
never
was
said.
politely
tired. She didn't know what
stepped
was
to the
going on.
I
She
side.
was
thought she stepped to
delirious.
the left.
Bitch, so you
I
just
didn't
let your
see her
sister
say
touch on
anything
your.
in that
I thought
elevator.
stepped to the left.
Not a piece of
Yeah, that
not.
bitch talking
Yeah,
about I
she
was
surely
tired. I
did.
was
Hey,
delirious.
She
I
said to
didn't
the
really
yeah,
left,
know
like
to
what
it
was
the
ain't got
left.
nothing to do with me.
that
She
bitch
Hey,
said
said
she
Tony.
was
to the
tired.
left,
She
to
was
the left.
delirious. She didn't know what was
Hey,
going
Tony.
on. Yeah, you did, bitch.
Yeah,
Why was your
ma.
sister going upside your
Hold on.
husband's head? We want to know.
I'll say there is a picture's worth 1,000 words, and when they stepped out of that elevator, Solange was walking up front. She was me mugging, and Beyonce
Mm-hmm.
walked out, and
In
Beyonce
the
was
back.
teasing like a motherfucker. I was
On my
like, oh
mama, while Beyonce
yeah.
was
Look,
sitting there,
mouth
she talking about,
shut.
I was just
Look,
But
Rob,
she,
delirious. I was
no,
mouth
tired.
I
shut.
said a picture's worth 1,000 words. All I needed was to see was that
She
smile.
ain't
I
have
was
to
like,
say
all right.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That smile told me everything I needed to know.
Hey, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you get to really fighting. You get to really tussling and bustling out there. Ain't nobody hating on Cardi because if Cardi still had the old profession she had, nigga, you would be nothing but a finesse to her, a drugged up finesse. She would have tricked you and motherfucking finagled you and motherfucking slipped a motherfucking Molly all up in your drink. You ain't even know it. Then she would have took you home and enjoyed that. You wouldn't even known that either. Then she would have cleaned your wallet out, my nigga. You've been waking up in the bed, no tank top on, no wallet, no drawers.
Hey, you must okay. You must not know what Molly did. Slip Molly in a drink if you want to. All right.
I'm just saying because that's what Cardi used to allegedly do and Starlet.
Hey, she gonna be the one ready. Talk about Molly did.
You feel me? Why you think that I don't think that bitch is gonna get nothing of nothing. She's ignorant, ignoramus, stupid. How you spell ignorant? CLRDI, because I get tired of a bitch.
Hello?
You left a nigga who's cheating on you to get with another nigga who want to cheat in front of you. You stupid bitch.
Maybe maybe that's
Like
the kind of
Stefan
shit
did,
she
just trying to
likes.
pass you off to these white girls, to these ranch warriors. Like the nigga trying to share you with Katie and Amber.
She said, "You bitches still can't even spell Prague, and that's horrible."
And you know they can't spell Prague. Bitches ain't even got a passport to go to Prague.
How is he cheating if they not together?
And we are together.
Together where?
They're officially together. Wait, what?
Who said that?
So what you call that? Just a friendship of them fucking going everywhere?
I never heard them claim each other. There.
Yeah, I didn't see no claimage, no nothing.
So we're gonna play. You're my
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
she's
Let me get a
definitely
little bit
still
of.
a married
Let me.
woman, so I
I'm
don't
not gonna
know.
lie. If you guys did not know, this is the agree to disagree. Check spaces. You already know what's going on. I'm not gonna lie
So we're
to
gonna
you.
play
If
with
you
my
didn't
intelligence
know,
because we know what niggas do. She could be legally married all she want to. Off.
I just still never seen nobody say
She's
we're
right now
boyfriend
baby
and
mama. He
girlfriend.
is
I never
let me tell
seen
you.
that.
his baby mama.
Let me tell you though. Let me tell you though, impersonator. Let me tell you though. I brought this subject up for the simple fact of Stony is running the room in me. And I heard that it was called Girls Night. I don't know nothing about that. They said it was a late girls' night. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it's about. I don't know how it's going.
Maybe that's it tomorrow.
It may say tomorrow, but I heard she got a late night pop up show. I ain't gonna cap
That's
to you.
right.
Hey, I got the inside scoop.
Late
I
night
never really
talk
roll.
tonight.
I'm like act with the news.
She ain't invite
So we
me.
got about 15 minutes left.
Oh yes,
So
Big
I
Spider.
wanna
I come with the
add a
information.
little
I
bit of
got the 411
I'm
for your
finna
ass.
send a link
Stony,
out
I just
right
followed you
now.
back, Black Queen. I just gave you a follow.
Shout out to you.
yeah.
Yes,
For
10K
sure. So
TJ.
tap
I
in
just
with our
gave you a
chat
follow as
queens
well.
after
You know,
this.
I'm not a rude motherfucker.
For sure. Tap in with us after this for
Wait a
sure.
minute, what
Bella, you got to
happened?
follow as well. Yeah,
For sure,
this
for
is a
sure. I'm
real
gonna call
good
you back.
discourse.
Did
I like this
somebody
type of
say
shit.
I'm? Did somebody
Mute
say I'm?
everybody, mama.
Did
Hold on.
somebody say I'm rude?
No, nobody said you were rude.
I heard my name. That's all I heard. My name.
No, you didn't. Nigga, he was saying he was following you. He said he was following
Oh,
you.
oh.
Yeah. But we're gonna check the spaces, and we got about 15 minutes left before I think Stony kicks her stuff off, which would be 11:30 Eastern, which would be the late night show. So I'm gonna ask y'all one question. I'm gonna let y'all kind of run wild here. Name your top three most unworthy rappers of the position that they're in. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter, what genre, what era, whatever. Who do you feel like got a whole bunch of flowers but didn't really deserve it because they didn't put the work in? Go.
Don't everybody speak at
I'm gonna,
once.
I'm
Did
gonna have
Your
to say
say
service
a
was
this.
long
nervous, nigga.
time
We
up for
couldn't hear a
y'all?
fuck
I'm
thing you
gonna
was
have to
saying.
say this.
Should we get some hands involved to have some order?
Oh my God!
Nobody
I don't
heard
know
really
if
what
Can
he
nobody
was
can
I
saying.
hear
What were you
land?
y'all,
saying
but
again? What was that
Okay, go
question?
I
ahead.
said I said I want to hear your top three rappers that didn't deserve to be in the placement that they got. They got flowers, they got this accreditation or whatever, and they didn't deserve it. Top three
Oh
rappers that
no.
had a moment and they really did not deserve it, and
well,
you feel
I
like they
like
didn't deserve it, and
this.
you feel like with your
well,
every
if you want
pore
me to be
beating, they
honest,
didn't
it's gonna
deserve
Wake
be
it
it.
up.
Ice Spice,
I
it's
would
gonna
say
be
good.
Lotto,
Oh,
and it's gonna be Young Miami. That's it. That's
Uh-oh.
all. Thank you for my TED Talk.
all right.
Uh-oh, Roman. Roman. Uh-oh.
First of all, Ice Spice is here to stay, but my three are Megan Thee Stallion, um, Lotto, and well, no, let me take Lotto out. She has works for her shit, but for sure, Megan Thee Stallion again, and then Megan Thee Stallion again.
All
Megan Thee
right, let me
Stallion.
go. Let me
And then
go
you say Ice
next.
Spice as
Let me
well.
go
I heard you.
Hold on,
next.
hold on, hold on. I got Robbie with his hand raised. He's gonna be quick about
No,
it.
I
And I got
said
Imperial.
hand
Yall.
raising and nobody followed.
let Stony go.
Let Stoney go. Go ahead.
Hey
I'm
yo,
sorry.
so
He's gonna be a gentleman. I
we
just want
gonna
to see if he's
start
gonna be a
with
gentleman.
Chameleonaire. Then we
Oh
gonna
my
go
lord.
with then we gonna go with Megan Thee Stallion, and then
Oh, I
we
wanted
go
a
with
peach drink,
motherfucking Logic.
not the peach tea, the peach drink.
Wait a minute. We love
My
Logic,
bad.
okay?
Logic,
We love
Megan Thee
Chameleonaire too.
Stallion.
Them niggas don't do nothing to
Hey,
nobody. These is niggas
listen.
who are millionaires off
Hey,
being one hit
I ain't
wonders.
talk
Let's
during your
not do
three,
that
nigga.
because they don't
Hold on,
even give a fuck.
Hey, hey,
Hold
hey,
on,
hey,
hold on,
hey,
hold on,
hey, hey.
hold on,
I ain't
hold
talk
on,
during
hold
your
on.
three. Slow down, brother.
Let
Megan
him
Thee
get off.
I'm
Stallion.
just saying, like, I don't care about
Logic.
Meg, but
Hey, Bama.
Logic don't even give a fuck about doing music.
Hold on, Bama. Can I say my three? Logic, Megan Thee Stallion, and Chameleonaire.
Okay, all right. I
Nobody has
understand
selective
that.
hearing. We heard you. Chameleonaire doesn't bother people. He doesn't even care to do music anymore. And Logic,
I don't give a
literally,
shit.
Logic's not even a mainstream
He should
artist
have
like
never
that.
did music.
He's still a millionaire and he's still making more royalties off his song than
I
your
don't
current favorite artist right
care.
now.
I
Let
didn't
me
care
hear from
about
let me hear from Robbie
the accolades.
though.
We
Ride and
asked
Dirty
for
still
the
gets a lot of
three.
plays, honey.
I
Let me hear
felt
from
like
Robbie.
shouldn't
Let
make
me hear
any
from Robbie.
music.
Let me hear from Robbie. Let me hear from Robbie. Go ahead, Robbie.
All right, after today, I gotta say Lizzo. And my other two is Future and Travis Scott.
Hello?
You said what, boy?
Future and
Hello?
Travis Scott.
Hold on,
Now
y'all.
he
What?
sparked up a
Hey,
debate.
yo,
I
pause
like
that
that.
music right
Hey,
now. Matter of fact, yeah, I need to hear
hey,
this.
bro.
Bro,
Pause
y'all
that. Thank you,
dragging it,
Kaylin.
bro.
Hey,
Y'all
bro. Hey,
dragging it.
bro. Robbie.
We
No,
Hey,
I'm just
my
saying.
bad.
right. Hold on,
That's
hold
all.
Right,
on,
I
hold
knew
on,
I liked
hold
you.
on. Everybody
I
back
knew I
up but
liked
me
you,
and
right?
Bama. Everybody back up but me and Bama real quick. Right, what did you say?
No, I just wanted you to say
What did you say, Rye?
Sorry, I'm getting stuck in the matrix.
You in the Matrix,
He
right?
said
oh,
Lizzo,
he in the
Future, and
Matrix.
Travis Scott. I
I
know
don't
you ain't
think
got
that's what he
selective
said.
hearing.
He definitely didn't say Future. I didn't hear Future, and I don't. I
Future
heard
I
and
definitely
Travis Scott.
heard Future.
I heard
Lizzo,
Travis
Travis
Future,
Scott.
and
Scott.
Travis
I
Scott.
heard Travis Scott. I didn't
Rye,
hear
is that
Future.
what you
I didn't
said?
hear Future. I did
I
not
am
hear Future.
ending
Hey,
this my part on this spaces on this
Nigga,
episode
just
with that,
repeat yes
and
or
that's
no.
gonna
hey,
That
be
what you
how
that.
said?
dare
Lizzo,
y'all?
Future, and Travis Scott?
How dare y'all call yourself Drake fans and none of y'all name Kendrick Lamar?
Hold
Girl,
on.
What
Red
is you talking about?
eyes.
I'm not gonna
I
do
don't
that.
give a
Kendrick
fuck
is from
about
my
that.
city, honey.
Hold on, guys. Somebody has their hand up.
Kendrick
Who
is
got
from
their
around
hand
the
up?
corner. I
Hey
would
yo,
never, honey.
Future and Travis Scott.
Hold on. Let me
I
hear
Right.
Red
said
Eyes. Let me hear Red
what
Eyes.
I
Let me hear
said,
Red Eyes.
Tony.
Red
Red
eyes,
Eyes.
Eclipse,
Say
you just
less,
gonna have to
Ra.
jump in because they're gonna keep yapping.
Bama.
All right.
Go ahead, Red Eyes.
So
I low key agree with Future.
That's
my
It's
your
just
my
auto
man.
three
tune.
my three straight up is Trippy Red, 6ix9ine, and Kendrick Lamar. Man, fuck all three. Fuck all
Can
three of
you
them.
speak? Can you
I
speak
hope y'all
louder?
Okay,
motherfuckers
that's a
never come to
cool.
LA. Don't come
Can
here
you speak
saying
That's a
that.
louder?
cool
Please. Just
list.
don't come here saying that,
Hold on.
okay?
Say your list again. I ain't hear it. Thunder
I
Hold
Jam.
on,
can't hear
everybody
him.
be
He has to
quiet,
speak
please.
louder. Speak louder.
Can I make a submission?
We didn't hear. Hold on, Johnny. We didn't hear the
I didn't
last
hear Red
one.
Eyes. I got you right after.
Red eyes. We need you to
My
speak
bad. My
louder.
bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
All right. All right. I said Trippy Red, 6ix9ine, and Kendrick Lamar.
Not that bad.
That's the
That's what
most
I said.
undebatable list ever. Like I
Yeah,
can
I was
see
about to
everywhere.
say,
That
like,
nigga
I
said,
have no argument, but I do fuck with Trippy Red, but I don't
you
like
know what?
care for.
Just for
Like,
that,
I
you
like
definitely get a
three
follow.
songs
Come
from
back
the nigga,
tomorrow.
so I don't give a fuck.
Smigalino,
I
you're not
like
gonna
the
It's
come
just
in
the
Grinch.
here.
Kendrick like
Look
slander for
in
me.
your
It's so
face.
wild. Like it's just
Dark
so fucking
Demo,
wild.
and there's another one. I forgot the other one. It's a feature, but I love Dark Demo and the Grinch.
All right. Who was the next person that said they
Y'all,
want
that
to
butt
go?
hurt that Drake lost that war, huh?
Now what?
Who was the next person that said they want to go?
Y'all butt hurt that Drake lost that lyrical battle. And ever since he
First
lost, it's been an
submission.
Imperial,
amazing run for
Imperial,
Kendrick. Cut it
are you
out.
gonna be
no.
on for a little while? Cause
It's
next
like
I'm hosting
I
my
don't like
room. You
Kendrick
coming
Yeah,
in?
Lamar. Like,
go into Tony
'cause
Spaces, please.
Q-Boy, Schoolboy
Imperial, you
Q got
coming
him
into
on
my
back
room,
in the day.
Imperial?
Yeah,
I don't know. He
as long as you're not like
killing
not a mute
himself.
monster.
Nah, I'm gonna give you co-host just cause.
Oh Lord, this is going to be
I
interesting.
fuck
I
with it.
If
I
want
you
to
fuck
don't
with
see.
it.
know,
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go over them.
if you don't know, this is the Chat Spaces, and we're gonna hand it off to our main girl, Stony. We love the chat queen, so we're gonna hand it on off to Stony. This has been the Agree to
I don't think.
Disagree
Wait.
episode 9.
I don't think Johnny got to go, so let's not do
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that.
Johnny
one
didn't
more
get to go.
person.
Yeah,
Johnny
don't
didn't
do
get
me
to
like that. That's crazy.
Oh no,
What the
Johnny,
hell?
go ahead.
Yeah,
Matter
no,
of fact,
yeah, there's like
Johnny,
2 more people that gotta
not
go.
only not only will I let you
Um,
do that, Johnny, I'll let you also get our last topic. You can choose the last topic of the night.
All right,
But we got
appreciate
8
it.
minutes.
As a cliffhanger.
All right, so my 3 is Jim Jones, DJ Khaled, and Sexy Red.
Okay, and
I
end it
understand
right
all
there.
those.
That's it. Just end it. Cause that's
I understand
crazy.
every last one of those.
I'm upset because that you put my wife on that list. Yeah, I want that pussy. She has a chance to turn me back straight.
Oop.
Sexy Red, Janae.
Like, damn, that list is crazy.
I heard
I
Sexy
think I
Red
want the
burning
hoochie
people.
coochie. I'm
I didn't
unfortunate.
realize how much beef y'all
And,
got with niggas.
and
But
on
okay.
that note, nobody bigger.
In a
Especially featuring Travis
motherfucking
Scott.
chat.
Y'all, none of y'all said Suki Hana. A damn shame.
Hey, for real, I ain't gonna count. But this,
Ruby
hey,
Rose.
Mute up.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. If you was around me in
Oh my
Hey, yo,
god.
Bama.
in
Bama,
real
go
life,
ahead
I would
and
have punched
close
you,
this
bro.
room out.
Did
Thank
you
In
you.
said
real life,
Siggy's
I would have punched
Yeah,
small?
you.
yeah. Don't
I
even
would have
talk to
Said
him,
punched you.
Biggie
y'all.
Yeah, we
Yo,
can't even
clap this
answer on
shit.
that
Yo,
right
clap
now.
this
Don't
shit.
talk
We
to
don't
him,
need
y'all.
no
We're
evidence.
gonna wait till Stony
uh-uh.
Star spit.
No evidence.
Hey,
Clap
all
this
right, all
shit.
right, all right.
We're
Pack
gonna
him
take it
up.
over there,
Pack
but
him
we
up.
can't elaborate on that. Like,
Get him the fuck
Hey,
out of
all y'all
here.
come to the next room. Come to Sunny
I'm not
room.
even gonna lie to y'all. It's been a agree to disagree episode 9. We gonna leave out on that buffoonery. I'm not even gonna entertain that with a response or an answer. Because at the end of the day, no matter what he says, all we can do is just agree to disagree. Remember one thing if you remember nothing else. I'm your host, Bama, and ain't nothing bigger than the chat, man.
All right, I got a mic on now. What's poppin'? Let's see if these niggas coming back. All right, they're back in that bit. Right. What the fuck? The fuck?
Yeah. So yeah, y'all already know. I'm gonna name this pilot because
here's the pilot. Here's the breakaway. The
yeah, I want to
finishing
see
ender.
everybody get they shit off. And you know,
Yeah,
Listen,
here's the
this is
extension
more a
of
relaxed
Agree to
room.
Disagree, episode 9. So everybody
listen,
feel free.
Stony.
You were
Don't
Yo,
sitting here
at
with your
the end of
beautiful black
this.
host,
Hey,
Stony Stone.
Stony. At the
yes,
end of this, don't say we popped our cherry. Do not say that.
I'm popping everybody shit. What's up?
And if she pops your virtual cherry, just be aware.
Yeah,
You're
it's
here in the
valid.
pilot, the extension of Agree to Disagree, episode 9, brought to you by Stony Stone. You're here with the lovely, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man,
Oh my God, look at
10K2J,
him.
this or that,
Eating
Victor,
down.
Roman,
Wow,
Kato,
wow, wow,
Rising.
wow, wow, wow. Hold on. Why we feeding?
I'm giving an introduction, something lovely to the
I
people.
need Roman up here too. I love
No,
you
yeah.
and Roman together.
That's how it's like, yes, we're gonna have, me and Roman, and all you beautiful people. Feel free to join the discourse and the intellect. I want you guys to spread, your opinion, share, and we're gonna have some lovely, beautiful banter.
I really don't have a name quite yet for this.
Until this nigga start yelling.
Cause yeah, cause
Yo, gang.
I kind of got a name, but I don't. But we could
Tony,
cook. Yep.
I'm here, but I'm rolling up.
Hey,
Go
I'm
ahead,
at.
roll up. Hey, listen, this is a more relaxed. This is just chill. This ain't too serious. I'm letting y'all get y'all shit off. You hear me?
Hey, I'm at work, but I'ma just listen in though. But it was a bomb ass space earlier. Shout out to the chat queen, Stony, co-host, and both co-hosts. Everybody is nothing bigger than the chat. But I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna switch to listener. I'm just showing some support to y'all. I know I got nothing but love for y'all up here. Ride B, everybody.
And we love you.
Thank you, K
Taylor.
Mills. We appreciate that, and we appreciate
And
you for
Mills, you
tuning
better
in to the
say
podcast.
Roman,
Just as
not
long as
just
you handle your business.
co-host. It's
My
Roman.
fault, Roman. I'm about to call.
Yes, make sure you give love to all
Don't
segways.
play
Mills,
with
you
us.
at
I
work
gave you. I
tomorrow, right?
sent
Me,
you a
Roman, and
follow,
Phil.
Imperial. I sent you a follow, bro. Thank you. Shout out to everybody in the 6th block, everybody over here in the chat nigga community. You already
Hey
know.
Mills, you at work tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I might work the next 4 days and shit. Unless something else popping, I might have to call out. Let me know. Send me in the
Yeah, I was
DM.
gonna say unless a
Holy.
nuke hit us, like but I don't
Ain't
think
no
so.
nuke hitting us, bro. If a nuke hit, then I definitely gotta go to work because I'm saving lives out here in the ER. You know what I'm saying? So
Saving lives, nigga. Your life wouldn't be safe if a nuke hit.
facts. I hit you, man. But yo, y'all have a good ass space, bro. I'm gonna be listening.
Yeah, no, just feel free to just filter and use us as background noise, and it's gonna be something beautiful.
Nah, I be having y'all on my coworkers be like, yo, whoever's on this got them weak at the nurses station. We know the nurses is the peanut gallery in the unit, so we love the tea over here. Yeah, over here cracking them up. So I'm probably gonna get reported, but I don't give a fuck. So
We're gonna let out some lovely dialogue, some good tea, some comedic relief.
no,
Three
facts.
stones in one.
Y'all helping save lives because us nurses are miserable over here.
You gotta laugh to keep from crying, baby.
Facts. But y'all have a good one, man. I'm gonna go back down and listen and shit.
Oh, the Imperial.
Now, I need
I
Rye
got
to
a
take a
question.
microphone, my brother, because
Hey,
I still need to dissect that one.
the
So
Imperial, I got a question for you because you have interesting takes. You intrigue me, right? So listen,
hmm
how you how you feel about that DDG situation?
to be fair, like, wait, which one? There's so many.
It is.
I feel like there's the situation with his entourage jumping a nigga at an event. There's the bullshit with him just now dating India Love. I don't understand why he's fucking with India Westbrooks. There's the situation, with him not being able, like, now he's in a custody battle with Hallie. There's so many situations.
Do you feel that his fans base enables him?
I feel like his fan base is mostly a whole bunch of age range, 14 to 17-year-old boys. So they're gonna enable that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole bunch of young ass niggas that live for that type of shit. That they're enthusiastically cheering him on. These niggas are applauding that type of shit. A real grown ass man is not applauding no bullshit like that. You see what I'm saying? A real grown ass man ain't sitting up on Twitch. Because when a motherfucker asks me about a Twitcher, I be like, I just know him because I see him on bigger podcasts. I only know Kai Cenat because of Nicki Minaj. Okay. Now,
Really?
I do watch Funny Marco and Bobby Altoff and shit, but those aren't Twitch streamers. Like the
So
YouTubers and the podcasters, that's
you didn't
different.
watch
One of
Kyle?
those.
You never seen Kyle and Vine and like YouTube?
Like, I never seen him do no YouTube shit. And the vines they're pulling up was him acting gay back in the day. So
Oh yeah, he did YouTube and Vine.
yeah, I've never seen. When I was on Vine, that's when I was watching Cardi smoke 3 cigarettes in her mouth and suck dick in a strip club. You feel me? So that's when I was watching Vine and was giving Vine my undivided attention. Um, that's when I got to see the real Cardi B, the real Jocelyn Hernandez. Yeah,
You
them
think
hoes was freaks before
you think
we
Funny
got to
Mike
see them.
girl be tripping? You think she be over
Them hoes
exaggerating?
was freaks before we got to see them in their natural essence of being just crazy on TV. Them hoes was freaks in the club.
You heard it?
Hmm.
You think what's her name? Her name Jalea. That's Funny Mike girl, right?
Yeah, that's his girl.
So do you think that she be over exaggerating, or do you think he really be publicly embarrassing her?
He publicly embarrasses her, but those type of toxic relationships I can't speak on because it's like the E. Kane and Chris shit. Don't nobody like to see that bullshit, but this is your life. This is your baby daddy. We don't. I'm just like stop displaying it in the public eye.
You don't like
You
your
know you
Kane
have a
either?
fan base that gives so much of a fuck about you. If you're gonna be doing ghetto toxic shit, okay, do it behind closed doors where nobody can have shit to say about it.
Okay.
Like, I feel like it's too old for niggas to still like toxicity. I don't understand why they like that shit. It's bullshit, to be completely fair.
So what you think about Blueface and Chris Sean?
I'm with you. I'm tired of hearing
I
about
was right
people and
now.
they
The
fucking
second fight on
drama.
Hollywood, I was right there. I was right there. This bitch
You
hit
was
the corner
watching?
and asked me to use my lighter to spark her wood. So I feel like even the shit with Blueface and Krishan, stay out of the business. This bitch was running track at UCLA. This bitch stopped running track to go fuck this nigga.
And I hate
She
that.
let this nigga ruin her whole life. So we're gonna let her deal
You
with
know
that.
it's crazy. You know it's crazy. I actually have a little song with a girl that run UCLA.
You feel me? And I'm from the set, so he moved. Blue moves how a typical Crip move. Oh, my mama, this
You
is
from
just how
LA?
niggas move in the city. So she didn't know that though, being
You
a
from LA?
Baltimore girl. She didn't know that. She just was new to California and
Hey,
wanted some excitement, and it
we
fucked her up in the long
tired
run.
So
of
do you
they
think that now
drama.
she just be now you think she just be chasing thrills? Like, do you think that she wakes up in the morning and she's depressed by the person she's become, or do you think it's just kind of like I'm just gonna ride the train until the train stops?
Yeah, I feel like she's just like, I'm a young lit bitch, and until people come down up off of me, this is I'm turned up. Like I'm turned up shorty. She had all you motherfuckers thinking she was getting her life together with God, but I knew that was a ploy because you keep using God's name in vain. So ain't shit really gonna change with you because you're playing with the Father and the Creator above, and He don't like that. So the devil is gonna keep knocking you the fuck down. Like,
But
hence
but if
why
you
her
feel that
son
way,
is stuck with a permanent disability
if
because
you
of the spiteful shit we've watched Krishan do her entire career since
so if you
being
feel
known.
that way, if you feel that way about her, what do you feel about Brittany Renner and her turning Muslim?
Now,
Hey, hold on. I'm stopping at Brittany. Who? Brittany Renner. We don't care about
Brittany
that.
Renner, Brittany Renner is with Kevin Gates right now.
Man,
She don't
y'all
got no
better
issue
They
stop
with
done
me.
broke
disrespecting
up,
No,
her.
and
it
we
ain't they
not
broke
doing
up.
that.
What? They broke up?
You're not
They
finna
broke up.
disrespect her like that.
We
And
don't
she
care
a
about
Muslim.
hoes.
Muslim though.
Yes,
What do
we
you mean
do.
they broke up? I really
Yes,
thought
we do.
No.
Yes, we do. What you
it's
talking about?
good.
We
Brittany
do
couldn't
care
handle
about
him
hoes. I'm
anyway.
not
They
gonna
need to
lie. I
send
fuck
that
with
nigga
the
over
hoes.
this. I got him.
But yes, they broke up. Like,
Yeah,
I
you bring
mean,
Kevin
you're
Gates this
shocked.
way, I'd keep him.
Are you shocked that they broke up? Really?
I thought she liked him. She converted to Muslim. I really thought this would have been
He
something new.
did, but I mean, let's be real. He didn't think she was real.
That's true. Niggas know what type of hoes that they got, and Kevin is very aware.
I mean, and the hoe she was doing, it don't take you just converting, baby.
Sean got his hand up.
I feel like he's just trying to find another Drika in every other woman, and it's
Hi,
not happening.
Shawn. Welcome to the stage. You have your hand up.
Yes,
Shawn.
yes. Welcome to Pilot, Sean. How you doing? You got your hand up. Come up off your mic, King.
Okay, honey. No, we didn't. Oh yeah, we saw that. We're not gonna
Hello.
talk about that yet. Hold on. Don't let me get the hit in the mute
Yeah,
button.
hello.
How you doing,
Yes,
Shawn?
yes, I'm
How are
good.
you?
Look, I have no words now. Except I just want to blow some steam off, bro. Um, well, may I blow some steam off, bro? Cause man, I'm
It
pissed off with
depends. It
you.
It
depends.
depends on what kind of steam, because we're having certain like music setting debates, like something that is kind of centering around the hip hop
Wait,
culture.
So
I can't see who talking. Who talking?
Sean
it's
Warren, who's
shown.
talking?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sean Warren.
I
Yeah,
got
Okay,
this.
what?
it's
All
pronounced
right.
Sean, bro.
Wait,
And
hold on,
I'm
y'all.
look that this type of steam that I want to blow off is I'm damn near
Is it culture
finna
related?
crash out, bro. All right.
Wait, is it culture related?
We love a good crash out.
Yeah, I want to know what's the crash out about.
Yeah, it's got to be centered around what we're speaking of.
Even if it's
Hey,
not, what's the
hold
problem?
on. What y'all? Wait, what y'all talking about?
You
You said
tell
you
us
want to
what.
crash
Hold on,
out?
y'all. Let me get the floor real quick. So you welcome to the stage.
Yeah,
What do you have a
that's happy to
grievance
be
with?
here.
Air out your grievance, sir.
Say out your grievance. What's the problem, gang?
Uh,
Are you gonna tell us what's the problem? Why you want to
No,
crash
yes,
out?
maybe. Are you okay?
no,
Do you need some
no, I'm not
time?
okay, bro. I'm
Huh?
not okay. To tell you the truth.
Well, what's going on?
Yeah. Can y'all just bear with me for a second because this shit right here, bro.
What's going? No, don't worry. Take your time. We
Take
just
your
trying to
time,
figure
gang.
out what's exactly on your mind.
All right. Yeah, y'all know T-Pain, right?
Yeah, we
Yes.
know T-Pain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's music related. Okay. I seen that shit. I seen the video you're talking about. If you're about to refer to that video.
Hold on, let him get his
That
shit
same
off.
video.
Let him get his
Yeah.
shit off. Go ahead.
I have to cut me out.
Uh, wait, are you talking about the podcast he
Can you tell me what's
he's
your
just
grievance? We know what you're talking about
Yes, he was
already,
just on
baby.
Shannon Sharp. He was just with Uncle Shannon. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
the Shannon? No, I'm talking about something else, bro.
All right, so you
Just
get you
the
let
different
him talk.
interview.
Nobody interrupt him. Go ahead. Sean,
Yeah,
are you gonna go?
See, I
Cause
only
you got
got so
like,
much
hold on, hold
patience.
See,
on, hold on, hold on, TJ. I got this. I
look,
got
I
this.
done
I
muted up
don't
for
need
you and
nobody else
everything,
to
player.
go. I don't need nobody else to talk. Sean, are you gonna go or what? Cause you're holding up the stage. All right, say less.
Okay, well, we're just gonna get back
Anyways,
to regular discourse because in the
so
meantime,
anyways, what I want to talk about real quick.
I swear I only got so much patience, boy.
Yo, let me tell y'all something.
no, I do too.
I will share the stage with anybody. I don't have a problem with niggas coming up. But please, when you come up here, please have something to say. Even if it's on topic or off topic, please have something to say.
She said, "That's it, please."
I don't
Yeah,
like
like just
I don't
no.
like all the weirdness and funny. I don't like asking shit twice. All
Like
right.
even if you feel like you're uncomfortable, just feel the need to share at least something so we could like try to follow it up to figure out where you at. Like, but you saying nothing after stopping all of us in the middle of good discourse is not that's not gonna help you. So
So, anyways, did y'all hear
I
about
didn't mean to do
the
that.
New Orleans nigga that
It's
got caught out of the 6 inmates?
Yeah, how
there's
long?
one left.
There's one
No, he
left.
just got
And
I
killed.
didn't even think they was gonna catch Antoine
I'm
Massey because
mad. Let me tell you, I'm mad. I did not put my money on Derek. For some reason, this whole time, I always knew Derek was going to be the fucking last one. I knew
yeah,
Derek was
he
going to
have
be
a
the
sight
last
out of
one.
mind.
Wait a minute, what did you bet
When I
at?
seen him, it was
And if
giving
he's
Weezy.
smart
You
enough,
bet
I
on
hope
that?
he ran to Mexico because they can't bring him back.
Wait, you could bet on that?
Yeah, it's on hold on, I'm gonna send it to you. Let me not even let me not even do that. But yeah, it's different betting sites where you could bet on this.
Polymart is
Nah,
one
but
of
we're betting on
Polymart is
an
one.
escapee. This is a
Polymart is
fool.
You
one of
could
them
put
that
a
you can do
parlay
it.
on this shit.
Yeah,
I'm not putting
Polymart
no parlay on
Polymart
this
is
escapee. They'll catch him tomorrow.
I'm so
you
mad
can
I ain't
basically
put one
bet
on
anything.
Derek.
You
They
can
got
bet
one
on
that
Trump
says
gonna
who's
be
gonna be the last one. Go
yeah.
ahead, Bama. I hear you.
Polymart basically is this betting site that you can bet on anything in the world. You could have betted on if Donald Trump was gonna become president. You could have bet on if it's gonna rain tomorrow. Like they got bets for different stuff at different prices, but there's also like a price point. You can't. It's a certain amount of stock. It's like buying stock basically. Because it's a certain amount of stock that's put it out there, and you buy up the stock, and the stock rises when you win, and you get your money back. It's kind of like betting,
Mm-hmm.
but you betting
And
on real
also
world stuff.
they got betting on DraftKings also if y'all on there.
Yeah, they need to start doing first week sales. I ain't gonna lie. So,
They
me and
have
Robbie
they
gonna
have stuff like that too. Or you could
cash out.
also create your own pool, you know?
Yo,
Me and Robbie gonna cash out. I ain't gonna lie,
me,
Robbie.
you, and Marty.
Yeah, that's right.
For
Don't
sure,
forget about
we coming
Marty.
together to hit some pretty
Yeah,
solid numbers.
Marty
Yeah,
definitely gonna front me my
Marty
20.
knows some numbers now
Marty gonna front my 20.
for
All
sure.
right, listen,
For
y'all.
I'm
sure.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing. Y'all are
We
hilarious.
not gonna keep this a motherfucking music podcast. I want to talk about what y'all want to talk about. How was y'all day? Let's start that off. Let's reset everything because we were thrown off a little shit.
My
Little
pussy to
shit.
press.
Your pussy depressed, right?
What?
Megan said it best.
Nigga said it, bitch.
What?
It's Friday night. It's Friday night.
It's 8 p.m. Friday. It's
No.
98 degrees.
All right.
Well, I got a nigga,
Bro, can we get
but the
this
nigga ain't
chicken
got me. Not right
address?
now.
Hello?
I don't want to hear none of that motherfucking shit.
like I was saying, how do y'all feel tonight? Let me get y'all right.